of technology management. In this series, one such program was conducted on 15th of last month, a faculty development program on Internet of Things and Artificial Intelligence of 5 days duration, and was inaugurated by Honorable Vice Chancellor IT Professor R.A. Gupta ji, who was chief guest of the program. The special guest of honors were Sri Govind Jaiswal ji, Principal OSD to Governor Rajasthan, and Madam S. Glory Sarupa, Director General MSME Government of India. The immense speakers were practice-based expertise in their respective field on Internet of Things and Artificial Intelligence. The validity session was graced by the presence of Dr. P. Chandrasekharji, Director General Manage Government of India, who shared his rich experience in the field of agriculture, and the impact and importance of technology in agriculture sector were highlighted. Keeping in view the vision of our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor R.A. Gupta ji, that teaching should be student-centric, blended with latest tools of technology and outcome-based, a workshop on advanced pedagogy of 5 days durations was inaugurated by Honorable Sir and was conducted 3rd of previous month. The immense speakers was academicians and practice-based personalities from industry. To name a few, Professor Dangais, Professor Chitrakant Shahu, Professor Meena, all from MNT Jaipur, Professor Srinivas from NITTT Chandigarh, Ms. Ajay Godra, founder and CEO, Innovate Skill Chandigarh, Madam Sipra Singh, Director, Sketcher Consulting and Marketing and Life, Dr. Alvi, Assistant in RTU, Kota, who all made a great contribution to equip the participant with the practice-based learning by applying various tools and technological techniques. The main focus of this workshop was learning is more important than teaching. The validity sessions was dignified by august presence of Sri Hukam Singh Minaji, IAS, who expressed that the topic on advanced pedagogy is rightly decided by Shankara family, which is very relevant in today's context, and further added that a practice-based go a long way in the professional development of students. The validity sessions was graced by Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor R.A. Gupta ji, who summed up the importance of the workshop in one broad sentence. If one keeps on doing what he has been doing, he will get tomorrow what he got yesterday. That is, for getting different result, one should do and act in a different way and not in an old-fashioned way. Sir emphasized that the teaching should be students-focused, that is, students should be involved in the teaching workshop. About this workshop, purpose and objective of the workshop, and why Shankara initiated to conduct the workshop. Sir, our country is the 3rd largest country in terms of higher education system, but the gross enrollment ratio, that is number of students enrolled in undergraduate, postgraduate, and research field studies, is 23% only in our country. In China, it is 43.9%, and in USA, it is 85.8%. Our government set up a program in September 2019 called Education Quality Upgradations and Inclusion Program, EQUIP, to double the enrollment ratio in higher education by 2024. Keeping this background, Shankara decided to conduct a program which falls in line with the government vision and also to meet the overt dreams of our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor R.A. Gupta ji, to stop movement of northern students, particularly of the state of Rajasthan, to go to south for higher educations. According to the workshop, first, higher education allows student to pursue a career that interests and inspires him. When the student has the choose his career, he is more likely to write. Second, higher education provides better job opportunities, also equip the students to be imaginative, innovative, and creative, and therefore higher education provides a platform to the students to develop skills, to be self-reliant and get ahead in life. Next, most jobs involve some form of written or verbal communications and other. Higher education is a pathway to learn skills depending on the nature of course students pursues. Besides, the requirements of higher education can into the students the discipline required in the professional world. The eminent speakers for the workshops are bureaucrats, academicians, corporate leaders who will highlight the importance of higher education and varied opportunities the higher education opens for the students. The participants for the workshop are faculty members, research scholars, and students. Learning objective of the workshop. After undergoing the workshop, the faculty members, students will be in a position to understand the following: to learn which are important for technical students to have a successful professional career in job, in business, or to pursue still further higher studies in India or abroad. Second, to learn that a professional career blended with positive attitudes has great opportunity for success. Next, to understand that the college graduates who have multiple skills are less prone to layoff during an economic recession our country is going through presently than less skilled employees. Shankara feel honors and proud to Honorable Vice Chancellor for foresight he has provided to this program. Shankara also feel privileged to Dr. Dhirendra Mathur due to his concerted efforts, more than 3 programs, workshops, have been conducted in various affiliate institutes during the last 8 months. Thanks to one and all, now request Dr. Sant Kumar Chaudhary ji to welcome dignitaries by his humble and kind word. Over to Sir.
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद राठी साहब। मैं ऑडिबल हूं राठी साहब?
No, sir. To welcome the dignitaries and to the participants. Yes, yes, sir.
बहुत आयोजन के सम्माननीय मुख्य अतिथि प्रोफेसर आर ए गुप्ता जी, कुलपति महोदय राजस्थान तकनीकी विश्वविद्यालय, आज इस आयोजन के अतिथि भारतीय प्रशासनिक सेवा अधिकारी और शंकरा परिवार के अभिभावक श्री हुकुम सिंह मीना जी, श्री धीरेन्द्र, श्री एस गोदारा जी और जितने स्पीकर्स हैं, डॉक्टर पल्लवी चौधरी जी, डॉक्टर अरविंद कुमार जी, डॉक्टर दिव्या चतुर्वेदी जी, डॉक्टर टिकेंद्रनाथ वर्मा जी, मिस्टर हिमांशु सिंगला जी, मिस्टर सुभाष पोले जी, मिस सिमरन स्वामी जी, मिस्टर संदीप संतोष शाह जी, चंद्र चौधरी जी एंड मिस्टर हसन सफीन मुस्तफिली जी, पुलिस सेवा के अधिकारी। आज का विषय जिसके बारे में प्रोफेसर साहब ने बहुत ही ब्रेक से बता दिया है कि हायर स्टडी अपॉर्चुनिटी जो टेक्निकल स्टूडेंट के लिए है, वो विषय आज का ज्वलंत है। इस वर्कशॉप रखना आरटीओ का दूरदर्शन खाता है, राजस्थान विश्वविद्यालय एवं शंकरा ग्रुप ऑफ इंस्टीट्यूशन दोनों के संयुक्त तत्वावधान में जो आयोजन हुआ है, हायर अपॉर्चुनिटी फॉर टेक्निकल स्टूडेंट्स, इस आयोजन में शिक्षक गण भी शामिल है, टेक्नोक्रेट शामिल है, ब्यूरोक्रेट है, छात्र छात्राएं। आज जैसा कि बताया कि हमारे यहाँ अपॉर्चुनिटी तो है, लेकिन अभी भी आकर्षण जितना है उसको पूर्ण नहीं कहा जा सकता, अच्छा नहीं कहा जाता। तो जब हम बच्चों को टेक्निकल जो एजुकेशन है वो कितना अच्छा है, उसमें हायर स्टडी अपॉर्चुनिटी कितनी है, तब तक उन्हें पता नहीं चलेगा। हम वर्कशॉप का आयोजन ही इसीलिए करते हैं कि लोगों को बताया जाए, उनको जो विस्तृत जानकारी है वो दी जानी चाहिए। आज प्रारंभ सेशन में ही भारतीय प्रशासनिक सेवा अधिकारी हुकुम सिंह मीना जी जैसे स्टालवर्ड का इस सेशन में होना अपने आप में एक मिसाल है। जब वो स्वयं भी एक सफल इंजीनियर है, सफल प्रोफेसर रहे हैं और फिर भारतीय अधिकारी बने हैं। इस आयोजन के लिए आरटीयू को, शंकरा ग्रुप ऑफ को और विशेषकर हमारे कुलपति महोदय प्रोफेसर आर ए गुप्ता जी का, धीरेन्द्र माथुर जी का, डॉक्टर अनिल माथुर जी का, डॉक्टर यशोदारा जी का मैं आभार व्यक्त करता हूं, जिन्होंने शंकरा को इस लायक समझा और हमें अपॉर्चुनिटी दी है इस विषय पे चर्चा करने के लिए और एक वर्कशॉप आयोजन करने के लिए। आज की जो परिस्थिति है में अगर हम को आगे बढ़ना है तो हमें टेक्निकल एजुकेशन की तरफ आकर्षित होना ही होगा। हम स्पेस की बात करते हैं, आज हम जितने है मशीनरी की बात करते हैं, इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन की बात करते हैं, एग्रीकल्चर में भी जो टेक्निकल इक्विपमेंट्स है उसकी बातें करते हैं ताकि किसान की स्थिति को और सुदृढ़ किया जाए। हमको हर तरह से टेक्निकल एजुकेशन को स्ट्रॉन्ग बनाना होगा, इसके प्रति छात्रों को होगा। क्वालिटी एजुकेशन लाने के लिए शिक्षकों में इस तरह की जानकारी भरनी होगी कि आप हमारे कल के भविष्य को संवारने वाले हैं, तो वो अच्छी से अच्छी शिक्षा हमारे छात्रों को दे, जो कल होकर के हमारे देश के लिए, विश्व के लिए एक सफल इंजीनियर साबित हो, एक बहुत ही अच्छा देशभक्त हो। इसकी आवश्यकता है। आज जिस परिस्थिति में कोविड का हम सामना कर रहे हैं, यहाँ भी हमें टेक्निकल नॉलेज की बहुत पड़ी। आज जो वैक्सीन बना है, इसमें हमारे टेक्नोक्रेट्स का बहुत बड़ा सहयोग है। हमारे वैज्ञानिक जो टेक्निकल नॉलेज को यूज करते हैं, उसके लिए इक्विपमेंट्स की आवश्यकता होती है। आज हम इस पोजीशन में हैं जो स्वयं के लिए वैक्सीन तो करती है, बल्कि विश्व के दूसरे हिस्से में पहुंचा। आज की जो स्थिति है जहां पर हम स्ट्रॉन्ग बन गया है, उसमें हमारे टेक्निकल है, चाहे वो मेडिकल हो, चाहे कृषि का क्षेत्र हो, चाहे इंडस्ट्री का क्षेत्र हो, किसी भी क्षेत्र में तकनीक है उसकी प्रधानता महत्ता रही है और आज भी है, कल भी रहेगा। इस पर चर्चा बहुत ही सफल होगा। ऐसे अच्छे वक्तागण यहाँ अपनी स्वीकृति दी है। हम जब साथी करेंगे एक स्टालवर्ड जैसे हुकुम सिंह मीना जी से, डॉक्टर पल्लवी चौधरी जी से, तो हम समझते हैं कि हमारा ये आयोजन अवश्य ही सफल होगा। और इसके लिए बार बार मैं साधुवाद देता हूँ प्रोफेसर आर्य गुप्ता जी को, आरटीयू के पूरी टीम को और शंकरा ग्रुप के जितने भी प्रधानाचार्य हैं, उप प्रधानाचार्य हैं, जितने भी यहाँ के शिक्षक गण हैं, कर्मचारी गण हैं, यहाँ के जितने भी छात्र छात्राएं हैं, सबको धन्यवाद देता हूँ इस आयोजन के लिए। और प्रेस मीडिया जो इसको विस्तृत रूप से जानकारी को बाहर भी देते हैं, जिससे लोग लाभान्वित होते हैं, मैं उनका भी स्वागत करता हूँ। मैं स्वागत करता हूँ सभी पार्टिसिपेंट का। ये एक बहुत ही, आर्य गुप्ता जी बार बार कहते भी हैं कि शंकरा जब कुछ आयोजन करता है तो वो अद्भुत होता है, वो लोगों के लिए आकर्षण का केंद्र रहता है। हुकुम सिंह मीना जी ने बार बार कहा है कि शंकरा जब कभी भी कुछ करता है वो स्वयं उपस्थित होते हैं, उनका सपोर्ट होता है, उनका ब्लेसिंग होता है, उनका मार्गदर्शन होता है और आज भी उपस्थित हुए हैं। मैं उनका स्वागत करता हूं। जितने भी सम्माननीय शिक्षकगण या अधिकारीगण या टेक्नोक्रेट्स इन्होंने इस वर्कशॉप को सफल बनाने के लिए अपने प्रस्तुति के लिए स्वीकृति दी है, उनका भी मैं बहुत बहुत स्वागत करता हूं और उम्मीद करता हूं कि ये आयोजन बहुत ही सफल होगा। आज की स्थिति में जो टेक्निकल नॉलेज की आवश्यकता है वो अच्छी तरह से फलीभूत होने के लिए हमें हायर स्टडी अपॉर्चुनिटी के बारे में बच्चों को बताना पड़ेगा, शिक्षकों को बताना पड़ेगा अच्छी तरह से, ताकि वो आकर्षित हो और हमारे समाज को और सुदृढ़ कर सके। इन्हीं शब्दों के साथ एक बार फिर मैं अपने भारत सरकार के एचआरडी मिनिस्ट्री को, राजस्थान सरकार को, उसके शिक्षा तकनीकी शिक्षा विभाग को, हम अपने महामहिम का सचिवालय एवं महामहिम महोदय कुलाधिपति श्री कलराज मिश्रा जी का, उनके सचिव जी का, उनके ओएसडी साहब का, सबका बहुत बहुत स्वागत करता हूं, सबका बहुत आभार व्यक्त करता हूं कि आप सबके मार्गदर्शन से, आप सबके सहयोग से ही संकरा परिवार इस तरह का आयोजन करती रहती है। और जब कभी भी हम आयोजन करते हैं, आप सबका मार्गदर्शन और आशीर्वाद मिलता है, आज भी मिल रहा है। मैं आप सबका बहुत बहुत स्वागत करता हूं और बहुत बहुत आभार व्यक्त करता हूं। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, बहुत बहुत आभार।
Thanks a lot, sir, for welcoming all the participants, dignitaries. Now, Shankara also welcome Professor Dharendra Mathurji in absentia because he's busy in a very important meeting in examination. He's sitting there just a few minutes before I talk to him, and he's busy. He's holding some important meeting. Now, in the next, we invite our special guest of honors of today's this ceremony, Sri Hukum Singh Meena. Before he takes over, I take an opportunity to give his brief to the participants. Sri Hukum Singh Meena is IAS and Additional Secretary, Government of India since August 2020. He has, to his credit, brilliant academic records, and from his high school onwards, passed all examinations with distinctions. Professor Meena Singh ji is pursuing his PhD in management. Sir has started his career from academic and served as lecturer in civil engineering in Government College, Bharatpur, Rajasthan. Sir has great passions in teaching. Prior to his present assignment as additional secretary, Sir held various positions like Joint Secretary, Department of Land Resources, Secretary, Department of Food and Consumer Protections, Joint Development Commissioners, Ministry of MSME. Due to his single-minded approach, all the land records of 630,000 villages has been computerized against a total number of 655,000 villages. Again, due to his untiring efforts, a comprehensive MIS for integrated land reforms management system has been developed, wherein land records data has been integrated with banks, revenue offices, revenue courts, registry, and many other achievements like Aadhaar number has been linked with land records, developed unique land parcels identification number for land plots. Sir has number of credits, awards like Memoir of Asia 1995, UNESCO International Awards for Education in 1997, Certificate for Best Efforts in Education consecutively for 3 years, 98, 99, and 2000. Akshar Ratna Awards for Education in 2001. Best Collector Certificate for Rural Development in the year 2003 as a District Magistrate Nalanda. Rajasthan Gaurav Awards in 2015. Now I request respected Sri Hukum Singh Meena to speak a few words on this ceremony.
Thank you, Dr. Rathi ji. I compliment my thanks. Sankalp Institute for giving me this opportunity. Being conducted by Sankara Group of Institute, especially for the welfare of students. So when we passed out in 1987, I feel that we were standing on a to go ahead. this is a very important workshop in order to facilitate the students, especially who are in the technical education. Why only for the technical education? Because the student who is completing the technical education has got ample opportunities, has got diverse opportunity in diverse field to pursue higher studies or to go for job, and then uh, for job and studies both. So which opportunity is suitable for whom? It's very difficult, and it's a very complex say combination and permutation one has to select, and it shapes your future career also. So it's a very important workshop which is being organized by the Sankara Group of Institute. I hope that also facilitating not only that, but the because technical students, especially engineers and management graduates, they are very good and they are for the country. So in order to harness potential and their knowledge, it's very important should be a thought on the that what type of opportunity should be provided to the technocrats, so that whatever country has spent on their education as a technical person should be given return back to the country or to the society in terms of their contribution to the building infrastructures, in terms of building communication system, or in terms of contributing something directly or indirectly to the GDP of the country. It's a great concern for the country that most of the technocrats, because of the lack of guidance, they select wrong fields, and they enter into some non-technical kind of sectors. Especially, even I have seen some of my colleagues, sons and daughters, they are good in, they have pursued in the highest institution of the IIT and NIT. After that, even they are not satisfied back, even because of the misguidance or uh, uh, that they go to non-technical post courses and complete after some they are complete, they adopt and they should adopt a career of an engineering background. Management trainees, that kind of companies. So, and the institutes is organizing many days. I have been Mr. Rathi ji mentioning that how many lectures and CDs have been conducted by the group Sankara Group of Institute, and I hope that each lecture is very important, not only for the RTU and the Sankara Group of Institute, but for all the technical institutes of the country. I hope the deliberations will be uploaded on the website and will be domain for the perusal of the common people, so that they can also take the benefit of this important. I think it should be every deliberations and all. Gupta ji, Sankara Group of Institute, Dr. Sant Kumar Chaudhary, who has been very keen and everybody is benefited. These 3-4 days have been very difficult for me, but because of his persuasion and his interest, I could not stop myself. I am right now. I am traveling from Jaipur to Delhi, but still, I was forced. Actually, the motivation level, the the persuasion and the kind of entire RTU and the group of Sankara group of institutes faculty members are taking, difficult situation workshop. Again, I thank and I will be talking from my experiences which I have, because I have been also a confused areas to the engineer or an administrator or a management graduate. So I will be sharing my own experience and I will come to some conclusion and I will give some tips at least to the students that how they go about it. I thank both RTU and Sankara Group of Institutes to give this opportunity. And I have seen persons in the last workshops were very eminent and very resourceful, and definitely we learn from each other, and the beneficial will. Thank you. We will in the next lecture. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, sir, for highlighting the importance of technical education for higher studies and floodgates it opens for technical students, the varied opportunities they get in the market. Now coming to the next, now I take an opportunity to invite Professor A. Gupta, for, Vice Chancellor RTU. But sir, before you speak, I just want to give a brief of you to the participants. Professor R. Gupta is Vice Chancellor, Rajasthan Technical University. Professor Gupta ji is not only an eminent scholar, but also a proven administrator. Sir has worked on various positions of administrative responsibility at MNIT Jaipur. To name a few: Dean, Faculty Affairs, Head Electrical Engineer Department, Coordinator TCube, Chairman Department Research Committee, President Games and Sports, Proctor, which is a very important assignment as a proctor to take care of the disciplines of the entire campus, Warden. Sir has worked as independent directors on the board of Vidyut Vitram Nigam Limited, Jodhpur and Jaipur. Sir has made contributions in research in various areas of electrical machines, drives and power electronics, etc. And has published about 200 research papers and guided 18 PhD scholars. Professor Gupta ji received eminent engineers awards for contribution to the profession of electrical engineering. Sir has widely traveled to various countries like Switzerland, Spain, London on academic assignment. Sir is expert members of many committees for academic assignments like UPSC, UGC, DRDO, DST, NAB, AICT, RPSC, HPC, etc. Sir uphold one motto: keep adding value to what you do all your life. And in the previous this workshop, he delivered another important motto, that if one keeps on doing what he has been doing, he will get tomorrow what he will get. He will get tomorrow what he got yesterday. Professor Gupta ji has also been assigned many administrative responsibilities by the state government, Honorable Governor of Rajasthan, like Chairman of Committee to grant of cash to faculty members of all government engineering colleges in Rajasthan, Member of Task Force Committee contributed by Honorable Governors to evolve a mechanism of conduct of examinations during COVID-19 to prepare a report on new education policy for higher educations. Sir, over to you. To listen your words of wisdoms on these occasions. Sir.
Yeah, thank you, Rathi Saab. Thanks a lot for introducing me. First of all, I thanks to Sri Hukum Singh ji, alumni of MNIT and Additional Secretary Government of India, He's really a wonderful person, and whenever we invite him on the platform of RTU, because Shankara is also part of RTU, he always basically accept our invitation and attend the program, and he gives a lot of inputs to us, to the participants, to the technical education, of course. The topic chosen by the institute, higher study opportunity for the technical students. So this topic shows that our chairman संत कुमार जी का विजन जो है वो इसको बिल्कुल मैच करता है, बिकॉज ये एजुकेशन के लिए कभी इन्होंने एक इंस्टीट्यूट शुरू किया था और कभी कभी लोगों का मन भर जाता है, एक एरिया में काम करने से वो दूसरे एरिया में चले जाते हैं, बट चौधरी साहब इज कंटिन्यूइंग एजुकेशन ओनली एंड मोर देन 50, maybe 52 or 53 institutes is running all over India in 9 states was he conveyed last time. So चौधरी साहब आपके लिए ये एक स्लोगन है आइंस्टाइन का, अल्बर्ट आइंस्टाइन कोटेड, once you stop learning you start dying. तो आप जब सीखना बंद कर देते हैं तो आपका बेसिकली डाउनफॉल शुरू हो जाता है, डाइंग शुरू हो जाता है. तो आरटीओ इसी फंडामेंटल पे काम करता है कि we not stopped learning actually. Small things we are learning. That's why we are connected with all the institutes in state, outside state. We are calling so many experts from number of institutes and we are learning. So this platform basically gives learning to all of us. And one more quote of Einstein, if you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough. तो अगर हम ठीक से सिंपल तरीके से किसी को नहीं बता पाए, इसका मतलब है कि हमको खुद को ही लर्निंग नहीं है. तो हम बहुत सिंपल तरीके से आरटीयू को एक्सप्लेन कर रहे हैं आजकल. आरटीयू क्या है, आरटीयू कैसे काम कर रहा है, एंड स्मॉल एक्टिविटीज हम लोग करते हैं. तो ये देखिए कि ये जो हायर स्टडी अपॉर्चुनिटी जो है, इसमें हम लोग जो काम कर रहे हैं, अभी हमने सिलेबस को भी बेसिकली रिवाइज किया है और हमारे पार्टिसिपेंट्स को ये मैसेज हम देना चाहते हैं राजस्थान में कि हमारी टेक्निकल एजुकेशन जो है राजस्थान की, वो बहुत आगे जा रही है अब, क्योंकि हमने सिलेबस को न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी के अकॉर्डिंगली रिवाइज कर दिया है, जो पिछले 10 साल में नहीं किया था. और इसमें मल्टी डिसिप्लिनरी कोर्सेज को, जो चॉइस बेस्ड क्रेडिट सिस्टम है, इसको हमने इंट्रोड्यूस कर दिया है इसके अंदर. तो आप सभी लोग अप्रिशिएट करेंगे कि जो पहले एक रिजिड सिस्टम था, अर्लियर देयर वाज अ रिजिड सिस्टम कि इलेक्ट्रिकल का स्टूडेंट इलेक्ट्रिकल में ही डिग्री लेके निकलेगा और किसी और ब्रांच में वो काम नहीं कर सकता, सिर्फ वो जो है विद्युत वितरण निगम लिमिटेड में जेईएन ही बनेगा. ऐसा अब नहीं है. जब एक इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजीनियरिंग स्टूडेंट पढ़ता है तो मल्टी डिसिप्लिनरी कोर्सेज में उसको बहुत सारे ओपन इलेक्टिव्स करते हैं. एक ब्रांच कोर सब्जेक्ट के साथ साथ में कंप्यूटर के सब्जेक्ट्स होते हैं, दूसरे ब्रांचेस के सब्जेक्ट्स होते हैं, बेसिक सब्जेक्ट्स से इलेक्ट्रिकल स्टूडेंट विल रीड अबाउट सिविल इंजीनियरिंग, बेसिक सिविल इंजीनियरिंग, बेसिक मैकेनिकल इंजीनियरिंग, एनवायरमेंट एंड एनर्जी एंड कंप्यूटर के सब्जेक्ट्स. ये सारे इलेक्टिव सब्जेक्ट्स को 10-12 सब्जेक्ट पढ़ने पड़ते हैं. सो ही इज बेसिकली ऑल राउंड. अब उसका कोई कन्फाइंड नहीं है कि वो दूसरे एरिया में वो काम नहीं करेगा. इसलिए हायर स्टडी अपॉर्चुनिटी जो है हमने ये ओपन कर दिया है, इस तरीके से भी ओपन कर दिया है कि इलेक्ट्रिकल में बीटेक करने वाले स्टूडेंट एमटेक कंप्यूटर में कर सकता है, पीएचडी आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस में कर सकता है, डेटा एनालिसिस में कर सकता है, आईओटी में कर सकता है. इस तरीके से एक ओपनिंग है कि अगर किसी का इंटरेस्ट है तो ही कैन मूव फ्रॉम दिस टू दैट. कहीं भी वो जा सकता है। तो इस तरह की कोर्सेज को हमने डिजाइन किया है। और न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी में ये जो आइडिया है मल्टी एंट्री मल्टी एग्जिट, इसके अकॉर्डिंगली हम सिलेबस को डिजाइन कर रहे हैं। अब अगर फर्स्ट ईयर में भी स्टूडेंट लेता है तो उसको कोई ना कोई जरूर मिलेगा। तो फर्स्ट ईयर में भी हम टेक्निकल कंपोनेंट पढ़ाएंगे, सिर्फ फिजिक्स केमिस्ट्री मैथ्स ही नहीं पढ़ाएंगे। और एक और पॉइंट मैं आपको चौधरी साहब कन्वे करना चाहता हूं, बिकॉज आप तो पूरी तरह से इसके साथ कनेक्टेड हैं। आप तो राजस्थान टेक्निकल यूनिवर्सिटी के बोर्ड के उस टाइम से मेंबर हैं जब से ये बेसिकली यूनिवर्सिटी बनी है 2006 से। तो पहले जो सिस्टम था कि स्टूडेंट फर्स्ट क्लास, सेकंड क्लास, थर्ड क्लास या फेल, वो सारा सिस्टम चेंज कर दिया हमने अब ग्रेडिंग में। जो 3 स्टेप होते थे उसको 8 स्टेप में कन्वर्ट किया है, A प्लस A, B प्लस B, C प्लस C, D प्लस D, E एंड F। तो अब फेल करने की कोई बेसिकली गुंजाइश नहीं है अब हमको लोगों को। अब हम स्टूडेंट को नीचे तक लेके जाते हैं, 8 स्टेप में उसको नीचे तक लेके जाते हैं, लेकिन कुछ ना कुछ डिग्री हम उसको एक लेवल की देके निकालते हैं। सो ही कैन गेट जॉब ऑफ दैट लेवल। तो हम अपना आइडिया बिल्कुल चेंज कर रहे हैं और कंटिन्यूअस लर्निंग में हम एंटर कर रहे हैं। कंटिन्यूअस लर्निंग का मतलब यह है कि सेशनल कंपोनेंट को वेटेज ज्यादा देंगे। कॉलेज में बच्चा ज्यादा जाएगा तो उसकी लर्निंग ज्यादा होगी, क्योंकि थ्योरी सब्जेक्ट का पेपर से पूरी लर्निंग नहीं होती इंजीनियरिंग की, अनलेस ही अवेलेबल इन द कॉलेज। लेबोरेटरी में जाने से लर्निंग होती है, इक्विपमेंट की लर्निंग वहां होती है। और टेक्निकल एजुकेशन का रोल इतना बड़ा है कि चाहे वो मेडिकल साइंस हो, चाहे वो एग्रीकल्चर हो, कुछ भी हो, डिजाइन, डेवलपमेंट, इक्विपमेंट, ये सारा काम इंजीनियर करते हैं। तो सोसाइटी का टोटल डेवलपमेंट जो होता है इंजीनियर से होता है। एक इंजीनियर का जो रोल होता है बहुत बड़ा रोल होता है। एक इंजीनियर की गलती से अगर एक ब्रिज गिरता है तो कितने लोगों का लॉस हो जाता है। तो इंजीनियर्स की बेसिकली बहुत ज्यादा रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है, लेकिन हम लोग कर भी रहे हैं इस काम को। और आरटीयू अवेयर है, आरटीयू को मालूम है क्या करना है, और आरटीयू उस डायरेक्शन में काम भी कर रही है। आरटीयू को यह भी मालूम है एक थ्योरी सब्जेक्ट का वेटेज जो पहले हम दिया करते थे कि अगर 100 में से 30 नंबर नहीं लाए तो वो इंजीनियर ही नहीं है, ऐसा हमने चेंज, ये सारा सीन हम चेंज करेंगे। चौधरी साहब, एक स्टूडेंट का पेपर 100 नंबर का कर दीजिए, सेशनल 0 कर दो, यू विल नॉट बी इंजीनियर। 3 रात वो पढ़ेगा और पास हो जाएगा, क्या उसको इंजीनियर कहेंगे हम? अनलेस ही विजिट्स द कॉलेज, unless he sits in the class, unless he performs experiments, unless he basically give his or her contribution in the social activities। तो ये आनंदम का कोर्स हमने डाला है अभी। हर सेमेस्टर में 2 क्रेडिट का आनंदम कोर्स है। आनंदम में कोई सिलेबस नहीं है, आनंदम में कॉन्सेप्ट है। हाउ यू आर हेल्पिंग योर पेरेंट्स, इसके भी मार्क्स हैं। हाउ यू आर हेल्पिंग योर नेबर्स, इसके मार्क्स हैं। हाउ यू आर हेल्पिंग इन द सोसाइटी फॉर पुअर पर्संस, गिविंग ब्लड डोनेशन कैंप, और गांव में जाकर के कुछ उसकी लर्निंग करवाइए, कुछ ट्री प्लांटेशन करवाइए। हमने 2 गांव गोद लिए हुए हैं, वहां हमने बहुत सारा काम अभी किया है। और ये हमारे जो आदरणीय जो गवर्नर साहब हैं, उनका ड्रीम है। तो हम वहीं से जो है हमको ये असाइनमेंट मिला हुआ है, और गांव में जाकर के हम बहुत सारा काम करते हैं। वहां पर ट्री प्लांटेशन करवाएं। अभी हमने स्कूल्स में बैग डोनेशन किया है, दरी पट्टी दी है, वहाँ वाटर का वो लगवाया है। और स्टूडेंट्स के लिए जो है, गांव के लिए जो हमने वहाँ पे कुछ गेम्स के लिए वो फैसिलिटी तैयार करवाई है। और इस तरीके से हम गाँव का डेवलपमेंट कर रहे हैं। मैं समझता हूँ शंकरा को भी आसपास कोई गाँव गोद लेना चाहिए और वहाँ पे सर्विस कर देनी चाहिए। वैसे तो आप ये जो गाँव के बच्चों को पढ़ाते हैं, ये भी अपने आप एक सोशल सर्विस है। अदरवाइज लोग जनरली जो है हमेशा ये कहते हैं कि हम कैसे पढ़ाएंगे, उनको कुछ आता नहीं है। तो एक बार कहीं पे मेरी ये बात हो रही थी, मैं इसी प्लेटफॉर्म पे शेयर करूंगा। आई वॉज टॉकिंग इन सम सच प्लेटफॉर्म, और मुझे कुछ कॉलेजेस में कहा कि सब ये गाँव के बच्चे को कैसे पढ़ाएंगे, इनको इंग्लिश नहीं आती है। तो हमने कहा एक काम करिए कि आप जो है ये कह दीजिए कि हम गाँव के बच्चों को नहीं पढ़ाएंगे। आपके कॉलेज में एक भी बच्चा एडमिशन नहीं लेने वाला है। तो वही बच्चे तो आपको फीस दे रहे हैं और उनके लिए आप कहते हैं कि इनको कैसे पढ़ाएंगे। ये गलत बात है। सर्वाइवल आपका उन्हीं से है। दैट इज योर ब्रेड एंड बटर। सो यू, आपको ऐसा नहीं कहना चाहिए कभी भी। इस तरीके से जब तक हम सोचेंगे नहीं, हम कैसे डेवलपमेंट करेंगे। हमारा पूरा इंडिया गांव में रहता है। 99% लोग गांव में रहते हैं। वी बिलोंग्स टू विलेजेस। इसलिए हम कहते हैं कि हम भारत एक कृषि प्रधान देश है, तो हमको उसको ध्यान में रखना चाहिए। तो ये है चौधरी साहब। तो हायर स्टडी पे बहुत सारा काम हम लोग कर रहे हैं, और आपने जो ये प्लेटफॉर्म दिया है सभी लोगों के लिए, आई एम श्योर कि यहाँ बहुत लर्निंग होगी। और जितने भी पार्टिसिपेंट्स हैं अभी आपके यहाँ, मोर देन अराउंड आई एम लुकिंग 80-90 पार्टिसिपेंट्स अभी हैं। मैं सभी को मैसेज देना चाहता हूँ कि सभी को, एक व्यक्ति को जरूर फैसिलिटेट करना चाहिए। अगर हमारे से 140 करोड़ की अगर जनसंख्या में से 40 करोड़ भी लोग ये अगर ये मैंडेट ले लें कि हमको एक के साथ एक डेवलप करना है, तो 40 का 80 हो जाएगा और इंडिया एकदम से डेवलप हो जाएगा। ये हमारा मैंडेट है और आरटीयू इस पे काम कर रहा है। और हमने हमारा तरीका भी सोचने का चेंज किया है। चौधरी साहब, एक और कोट लास्ट में बोल के फिर मैं जाऊंगा। वी कैन नॉट सॉल्व our problems with the same thinking we used when created them. जब प्रॉब्लम क्रिएट करते हैं तो एक थॉट होता है नेगेटिव, तो नेगेटिव थॉट से ही आप कोई प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व नहीं कर सकते। आपको थॉट बदलना पड़ेगा। यू हैव टू बी पॉजिटिव नाउ। सो उसी थॉट से जिससे प्रॉब्लम क्रिएट हुई है, उसी थॉट से प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व नहीं होगी। हमें अपना थॉट बदलना पड़ेगा, और आरटीयू ने अपने थॉट्स बदलने शुरू कर दिए हैं। सो थैंक यू वेरी मच चौधरी साहब। थैंक यू राठी साहब, आपने इनवाइट किया। थैंक्स ए लॉट टू आरटीयू की टीम। हमारे धीरेन्द्र माथुर साहब है, और हरीश है, और पुरोहित हैं, और ऑल अदर डीन्स, धीरज पलवलिया, अनिल माथुर एंड ऑल, एंड शंकरा ग्रुप के जितने भी हैं, स्पेशली कुट्टी साहब जो कि आजकल कम बोलते हैं, लेकिन मुझे मालूम है कि वो जो कहते हैं उसको नींव का पत्थर जिसको कहते हैं, वो कुट्टी साहब हैं, जो दिखते नहीं है पर बिल्डिंग उसी पे खड़ी हुई है। थैंक यू वेरी मच। थैंक्स टू ऑल। थैंक यू वेरी मच।
मैं कुलपति महोदय साहब का 2 मिनट लेना चाहूंगा
सर,
कि आपके मार्गदर्शन में शंकरा ग्रुप प्रारंभ से ही कार्य कर रही है, और जैसा मार्गदर्शन होता है उस पर हम खड़े उतरते हैं। मैं आपसे कहना चाहता हूं कि जैसा आपने आज कहा है गांव गोद लेने की बात, पिछले 3 वर्षों से हमने ऑलरेडी गांव गोद लिया हुआ है, और कुकस, नटाटा और उसके बगल के गांव को भी हमने गोद लिया हुआ है, और हम उस पर काम कर रहे हैं। तो आपका जो मार्गदर्शन हुआ है गांव गोद लेने का, हमने गांव गोद लिया हुआ है। और जिस तरह आपने पार्टिसिपेंट के लिए कहा, यहाँ शंकरा और आरटीयू दोनों मिलके जब कभी भी कोई आयोजन की है, तो यहाँ पार्टिसिपेंट की संख्या कितनी रहती है वो आपने देखा है। आपने कुलपति महोदय, मैंने कहा कि आप जो मार्गदर्शन दिए, हमने ऑलरेडी 3 गांव गोद लिए हुए हैं, कुकस, नटाटा और बगल में अचरौल है, हम ऑलरेडी लिए हुए हैं। आपके मार्गदर्शन में काम कर रहे हैं। दूसरी बात जो आपने कहा पार्टिसिपेंट का, हम धन्य हो जाते हैं कि सही माने में कि पार्टिसिपेंट की संख्या, हम जब कभी भी कोई आयोजन करते हैं तो बहुत ही संतोषप्रद रहते हैं। ये क्रेडिट जाता है आपको, आरटीयू को और शंकरा परिवार को। सही आपने कहा, प्रोफेसर एसएन कुट्टी, प्रोफेसर आशुतोष मिश्रा, प्रोफेसर रंजीव राठी जी, जितने भी हैं, प्रोफेसर नवीन शर्मा, सामने कोई अगर होते हैं, जैसे कि फिल्म में हीरो हीरोइन पर्दे पे दिखते हैं, लेकिन डायरेक्टर, प्रोड्यूसर, कैमरामैन सबकी आवश्यकता होती है। आपने बहुत ही अच्छे, आपका जो वास्ट अनुभव है वो सही आप कहते हैं कि पीछे सबका सहयोग होता है, चाहे वो डॉक्टर अनिल माथुर जी हो, चाहे धीरेन माथुर जी हो, चाहे धीरज पलवलिया जी हो, चाहे हमारे SS गोदारा जी हो, सबके सहयोग से हम लोग ये संभव कर पाते हैं। लेकिन सबके सूत्रधार तो आप ही हैं। आज मैं आपसे कहना चाहूंगा कि टेक्नोक्रेट, ब्यूरोक्रेट, साइंटिस्ट सबका तो प्रस्तुति होगा ही, लेकिन हम भारतीय प्रशासनिक अधिकारी से प्रारंभ कर रहे हैं इस सेशन को आपके परमिशन से, और अंत होगा भारतीय पुलिस के प्रशासन के अधिकारी जो गुजरात कैडर के IPS है, जो हसन शफीन साहब है। तो आपको शायद प्रसन्नता होगी कि जब सबका समावेश होता है, सबके अनुभव को हम संजोते हैं, तो हमारे छात्रों को, हमारे शिक्षकों को फायदा पहुंचता है। और पल्लवी चौधरी, ये हमारे जो कुलाधिपति महोदय की ADC साहब है, जो हर्षवर्धन अग्रवाल जी IPS अधिकारी हैं, उनकी धर्मपत्नी है। लेकिन ऐसा एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप में पल्लवी चौधरी ने कार्य किया है कि देश में वो प्रथम पंक्ति में उनकी गिनती हो रही है। और वो पल्लवी भी, आप अगर उनका सुनेंगे तो मैं अवश्य ही कहूंगा कि आपको बड़ी प्रसन्नता होगी कि कैसे कैसे स्पीकर RTO और शंकरा के सहयोग से पार्टिसिपेट मिल रहा है। मैं बहुत बहुत आभार हूं कुलपति महोदय आपका, क्योंकि तो आप हैं, हम सब तो जितने महाविद्यालय हैं या जितने लोग हैं उसके टहनी हैं, उनके पत्ते हैं, लेकिन हम सभी आश्रित हैं आप जैसे कुलपति महोदय पे ही। और आपने जो नई तकनीकी शिक्षा में अलग जगाई है, जो RTO का स्वरूप आपने उपस्थित किया है, ये जुगों जुगों तक लोग याद रखेंगे और इससे लाभान्वित होंगे। छात्रों में एक नया उमंग आया है। आपने सही कहा कि संस्था बच्चों को फेल करने के लिए नहीं होता, संस्था बच्चों को डिमोरलाइज करने के लिए नहीं होता, उससे इनकरेज करने के लिए होता है, उनके जीवन बनाने के लिए होता है। तो हम जो पहले कर रहे थे वो उचित नहीं था। हम क्यों उन्हें, वो हमारे समाज के अंग हैं, हमारे गांव के कृषक भाई के बच्चे हैं, हमारे टेक्नोक्रेट के बच्चे हैं, ब्यूरोक्रेट के बच्चे हैं, शिक्षक के भी बच्चे हैं। हम किस तरह से उनको गलत रास्ते पे जाने दें? हम उनके भविष्य को सुधारेंगे, जो आपने प्रण किया है, हम बिगाड़ेंगे नहीं, हम डिमोरलाइज नहीं करेंगे, हम उन्हें प्रोत्साहित करेंगे, हम उन्हें शिक्षित करेंगे। बहुत बहुत आभार। मैं राठी साहब से निवेदन करूंगा आगे की कार्यक्रम आगे बढ़ाएं।
थैंक्स
चौधरी साहब, आपने जो ये जो एक्सपर्ट्स बुलाए हैं, मैं रियली में आपको बधाई देता हूं, क्योंकि बेसिकली इनके जो एक्सपीरियंस होते हैं, जितने भी IPS वगैरह हैं, इनका वो कहता है ना, सीइंग इज बिलीविंग। तो इनके तो आने से ही लर्निंग हो जाएगी हमारी, क्योंकि इनका तजुर्बा सोसाइटी में जो हर दिन होता है वो बुक में नहीं मिलेगा, किसी किताब में नहीं मिलेगा। वो एक्सपीरियंस जब हमारे स्टूडेंट्स को, हमारे पार्टिसिपेंट्स को मिलेगा, तो एक बहुत जबरदस्त लर्निंग होती है। ये बहुत लोग होते हैं, हर दिन इनको एक नई लर्निंग होती है। हर बार एक किसी बुक को पढ़ के प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व नहीं कर सकते। ये तो उसी टाइम प्रॉब्लम क्रिएट होती है, उसी टाइम सॉल्यूशन देते हैं। सो आई रियली सैल्यूट टू यू एंड ऑल दीज बेसिकली एक्सपर्ट्स जिनको आपने बुलाया है। मैं भी सुनूंगा टॉक्स पर हो सकता है मैं बीच में जाना पड़े मुझे, क्योंकि आपको तो मालूम है कि हमारी एक मीटिंग है बोर्ड ऑफ रिसर्च की अभी आधे घंटे बाद, तो मुझे जाना पड़ेगा। थैंक यू वेरी मच। थैंक यू
a lot. You highlighted various phases of this workshop. You started with the 2 quotes from Albert Einstein. Once you learning, you stop living. I take it further, sir. This quote: learning should never stop, as life never stop teaching. Then you, sir, also explained simply you do not understand well. This is a message to all the faculty members. If they cannot explain things in a very simplest form, that means you do not understand well. That is also a good message that, sir, you have conveyed to all the faculty members. Then you highlighted multidisciplinary approach, which has come under new education policies, which gives to students multi-entry, multi-exit, these options. Now you also highlighted, sir, practice-based learning, and provides various spectrums in various fields. Sir, you also RTU has adopted a few policies for their overall development. Who came out cannot solve our problems with the same thought process. For solving any problem, there has to be some change in our thinking process. But it is also said there is nothing called problems. It is just absence of to find the solutions. Sir, our chairman has also spoken that Shankara has adopted 3 villages nearby to our these institutes. So with these kind words and your kind celebrations, we again express our sincere and words of gratitude of your presence in our this ceremony. Now coming to the last stage of ceremony, I now invite Dr. Ashutosh Misra ji, Principal, Shankara Institute of Technology, say his words as mark of vote of thanks to the dignitaries and to the participants. Over to Dr. Ashutosh Misra ji.
मंचासीन सभी विशिष्ट जनों को मेरा सादर नमस्कार। मैं शंकरा समूह की तरफ से कार्यक्रम के मुख्य अतिथि माननीय कुलपति राजस्थान तकनीकी विश्वविद्यालय कोटा प्रोफेसर आदय गुप्ता जी का आभार व्यक्त करता हूं कि समय इस कार्यक्रम को देकर इसकी गरिमा बढ़ाई। शंकरा समूह की स्थापना के समय से ही आपका मार्गदर्शन हमें निरंतर प्राप्त हो रहा है। आपके कुशल नेतृत्व में राजस्थान तकनीकी विश्वविद्यालय एवं उससे संबद्ध महाविद्यालय एक दूसरे का सहयोग करते हुए निरंतर प्रगति पथ पर अग्रसर हैं। सर, आपकी कार्यशैली और सरल व्यक्तित्व निश्चित रूप से देश के अन्य विश्वविद्यालयों और संबद्ध महाविद्यालयों को परस्पर सहयोग से कार्य करने की प्रेरणा देंगे। भविष्य में भी आपका मार्गदर्शन एवं आशीर्वाद यहाँ के शिक्षकों तथा छात्र छात्राओं को मिलता रहेगा। इसी कामना के साथ मैं इस कार्यक्रम में पधारने के लिए आपको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूँ। मैं भारतीय प्रशासनिक सेवा के वरिष्ठ अधिकारी डॉक्टर हुकुम सिंह मीणा जी, अपर सचिव भारत सरकार को इस कार्यक्रम में विशिष्ट अतिथि के रूप में अपना बहुमूल्य समय देने के लिए धन्यवाद देता हूं। इस कार्यक्रम में ही नहीं अपितु पूर्व में भी शंकरा समूह द्वारा आयोजित अनेकों कार्यक्रमों में आपकी उपस्थिति ने हमारी गरिमा में जो वृद्धि की है, उसके लिए हम सदैव आपके आभारी रहेंगे। मैं विषय विशेषज्ञ के रूप में इस कार्यक्रम से जुड़ने के लिए श्री राजेंद्र चौधरी जी, असिस्टेंट कमिश्नर वित्त मंत्रालय भारत सरकार, श्री सफीन हसन जी, आईपीएस सहायक पुलिस अधीक्षक भावनगर गुजरात, डॉक्टर पल्लवी चौधरी, उद्यमिता विशेषज्ञ, डॉक्टर टिकेंद्र नाथ, असिस्टेंट प्रोफेसर MANIT भोपाल, श्री संदीप जोशी, सहायक निदेशक सिरास हेल्थ केयर चेन्नई, डॉक्टर अरविंद कुमार, असिस्टेंट प्रोफेसर VIT यूनिवर्सिटी वेल्लोर, डॉक्टर दिव्या, असिस्टेंट प्रोफेसर SRM यूनिवर्सिटी, डॉक्टर प्रोफेसर LNMIT जयपुर, श्री सुभाष पोले, बिजनेस डेवलपमेंट मैनेजर एडवाइस इंटरनेशनल, श्री हेमंत इंजीनियर DBG कनाडा लिमिटेड, मिस सिमरन स्वामी, कैरियर काउंसलर एडवाइस इंटरनेशनल। मैं इस कार्यक्रम को सफल बनाने के लिए राजस्थान तकनीकी विश्वविद्यालय के सभी शिक्षकों एवं अधिकारियों को धन्यवाद देता हूं। मैं इस कार्यक्रम में देश के विभिन्न संस्थानों से सम्मिलित सभी प्रतिभागियों को अंत में मुझे इस मंच के सम्मुख धन्यवाद करने का अवसर देने के लिए मैं अपने अध्यक्ष माननीय डॉक्टर संत कुमार चौधरी जी का भी बहुत बहुत आभार व्यक्त करता हूं। आप सभी का धन्यवाद। जय।
Participant, sir, one more that A token of love, a token of remembrance to Professor R.K. Gupta ji, Hukam Singh Meena ji, Professor Dhirendra Mathur, from RTU, Sri Godrej. And our chairman, Dr. Chaudhary ji. To the part, we will start our these sessions. Hello.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Hello. Audible, no? Yes.
Yes, sir,
Now,
audible.
our next sessions is scheduled with our respected Hukam Singh Meena ji. Is IAS Additional Secretary in our inaugural ceremony. Hello.
Yes, sir, yes, sir, you are audible.
You are audible.
Now, sir, you will be taking sessions, higher study opportunities. Sir, this session for 30 minutes durations, and during the sessions, if you feel convenient, you can queries from the students, or last 5-10 minutes you can leave for question answers from the participants. These participants are our faculty member, students, research scholars. Ready, sir? Hello. Hello. Over to you, sir.
Again, a great
Yes,
pleasure
yes,
to
sir.
be
Over to you, sir.
audible. Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir. You are very much audible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
You
sir.
are very
You
much
are
audible.
audible.
You can.
Okay. Thank you very
Yes,
much, Rathi ji.
Yes.
It's a great, immense.
Sir, your voice is clear. Your voice.
Trying to continue the journey since last 3 days, but how? Yeah. So, hello.
Your voice is
Yes,
not clear.
voice is not
No, sir, not
Not-
clearly audible, sir.
Ha. Yes, sir. Continuity is.
Possible, sir.
Hello. Hello.
Audible, sir. Audible.
Okay. Okay.
Ha,
So,
yes, sir.
yes. Let us.
Yes.
Let us start. So it's a great pleasure and my privilege to be part of this important workshop. And among the so highly placed educationist community who will be delivering their own experiences and their own theories on findings on academics on this topic. It's a very important topic, in fact, for today's discussion also, because in our time, the priorities were different. In 80s and 90s, if you find, there were only two streams, that either you go as an engineer or you go as an administrator. There was no private sector, or there is no dominating public sector PSUs. So only choice was left with, either you join government sector as an engineer. If you want to be absolute engineer or absolute technocrats, you go to the government sector, or you want to switch over to the administrator, you fight competition and appear civil services, other competition, and go to the administration side. So those were the limited choice at that point of time. But you see, as we developed, as we have entered into the developed arena of country, the choices are diverse. Now you might have seen that an engineer who is pursuing his graduation in a particular stream, and in the post graduation he or she changes his stream, and then he completes his post graduation in different stream. And even in the job profile, if you see that he is not using both the streams, his graduation and post graduation. So that's that kind of situation. So now through this workshop, we have to assess whether a person should be highly skilled and expert. He should gain expertise in a particular stream, and he should pursue the graduation and post graduation both in the same stream, and should be an expert of a field. Second, that is, person should have knowledge of every field. As Professor R.A. Gupta ji has said that now they have started, according to the new education policy, they have already started selective courses in a particular field, so that a person who is even doing electrical engineering or civil engineering may opt for certain papers from other streams as well. So whether that scenario is better, there is no yes or no answer to it. Now I have listed some of the various fields which are available for a person who is actually a technocrat and just completed his post graduation. If you have any question, kindly ask me. It is my deliberations is a combination of my experience and the academic theory which I am reading through the books, that what kind of a career should be better for a technocrat. There are many good books available in the market. So I've gone through some of them. So I thought I will share those experiences. And whatever, because basically I have also pursuing different career, different professions since my childhood. I'm basically
Sir, you are not audible, sir. You are not audible.
I don't know what went wrong. It automatically off. So I think now I'm audible. Hello.
Yes.
Voice is clear? हाँ संजय, अभी आवाज आ रही है मेरी? अभी आवाज आ रही है?
अब आ रही है.
Okay, okay. I'm sorry, actually, this went sometime off also. So I am basically engineer. My post-graduation in management, and I'm pursuing PhD in the land governance. And day in, day out, I am doing the administration. So I feel that a student, now it's not a time of general kind of personalities. A person should have an expertise in a particular field. That is my view. If a person is doing graduation in the technical sector, if he's an engineer in a particular stream, I think he should think of that whatever stream he has chosen as a during graduation, he should opt the further specialization in that particular field only, based on his career, based on the career which he is expecting, which he is pursuing. Now, second important point, that what kind of opportunities should avail and what are the opportunities which are available within the country. Now, in most of the higher studies, if you analyze, I think this is my request that you kindly fill up you prepare a questionnaire in the Sankara Group of Institute and circulate to the post-graduation, the students who are pursuing their post-graduation in different stream, and you just ask them whether this post-graduation stream is by your choice or by the opportunity which was first opportunity which was available for you, or it is guided by your friends or your parents. Then I think we can find out some conclusion. But my understanding that whatever limited interactions I have with the post-graduation students who are coming to recently, Government of India has started a career profession for IAS officers, that before they go to the field as a SDM or district collector, they have been posted in the Central Secretariat as an assistant secretary. And you may be aware that most of them are engineers. So, and nowadays they have also completed their post-graduations like MTech, MBA, or like that, or MPhil, or MPA, Master in Public Administration, or a Master like that, programs. So usually I ask a question that why, how you have chosen this post-graduation. You are engineer and you have completed, you have done your post-graduation in the management. So what are the factors which are enabling you to take this stream? So most of the my assistant secretaries, they are answering that, sir, it is not by our choice, but whatever the opportunity which was available because of the tough competition for the post-graduations. The one is aware that the number of seats and vacancies available for post-graduations are limited. So it is not their choice. They cannot save their career, but it is by the first opportunity which is available through the competition. So this is one factor. Second factor is that I have seen very few, and that is a right course, I think, that a person should initially think that whether he wants to be in the engineering field, or he wants to be in the management, or he wants to be in private sector, or he wants to join the public sector or government sector, or he could be an starter. He could be a starter or self-employed person. So initially, if we think that what he wants to be in the future, because for both for different approaches, for different careers, the approaches should be different. That's my understanding. That is, I think, that's well-known established factor also. That if a person wants to go to a private sector, then the opportunity which he should avail for the higher studies should be entirely different than if he is joining the government sector. That's one factor. Second, that even in the private sector, it again depends. Suppose a person is graduated in a particular stream of the engineering, he wants to remain in the same stream, or he wants to change his stream because of his interest. So that is second factor. Third factor is, of course, what is the market requirements? Because now our new education policy is also aiming to that whatever is the requirement of the industry and market, our education system should be tailored accordingly. That's the third important factor for availing the higher studies opportunity by a technical students. Now I am coming to the first point. First point is that I think when a person is entering in the last year of his graduation course, then he should give a thought. He should give a thought that what he is going to be, what he is going to join after graduation. He should start thinking it, because most of the students, they are not guided by anybody, and especially it's difficult for a person who is coming from a rural background. I can give you my example that when I was in the final year, I was one of the career-oriented student at that point of time. I was one of the toppers in the college, and I have a very great interest in the engineering. So I decided I will remain as an engineer. I will not go for the administration or other sector. And I immediately went to my HOD, the head of the department, and I asked him, sir, seeing my profile and my background, I am from a rural background, what you suggest for my career? So he suggested that because I have seen your interest in the engineering, so my interest that you should not go to the administration. Although he said that I understand that if you pursue the administration, you will definitely clear it. But it is better that you remain as an engineer. So then again, I selected that engineering which stream, private sector or public sector or government sector, because at that point of time, the opportunity which was as an civil engineering was used to be because it's a market-driven strategy to adopt a particular stream. At that point of time, the civil engineering used to be the best discipline to take, because I was one of the toppers in the competition and board also, so I could have got any stream. So civil engineering used to be the dream at that point of time, because a lot of infrastructure development in the country, so directly you were inducted as assistant engineer or class 1 officers, either in central government or state governments. So most of the people, they were aspiring for a civil engineering. So it is one of the factor that a person actually may. And after that civil engineering, then again there were limited opportunity for private sectors. Now you see that in our country you have ample opportunities for the private sector. So for private sector, if you want to join a private sectors, your option for the stream is different, because private sector really they require expertise in a particular field. Unless until you have developed some expertise with experience, you will not be taken and you will not be welcome in private sectors. So our time, there's no question, actually it was eliminated. The private sectors was, especially for the civil engineers, even other sectors also. So our option is only that government sector as an engineer versus the administrator, or in the administration in the government sector or public sector. So I chose I will remain an engineer. And in the why I'm highlighting, why I'm giving an example, that a student when he's graduating, he's always confused. He's always confused that what kind of career he should adopt. And based on that, even his further course of action is not by his choice or by choice of his guide or by choice of his parent, but it is choice of the first opportunity. Whatever is available, you take it and pursue. But this is one of the main bottleneck in our country, that most of the students, they go by the general perception. I have been told by somebody that I should pursue the civil engineering. I took the civil engineering, and then I entered into the gate, and I do not have any vision whatsoever in my mind. So somebody told that in the civil engineering, the post-graduation is, the structural engineering is the best in the post-graduation. So then I got good score in the gate. So I adopted the structural engineering without thinking that where I want to land up. So then I took admission in IIT Delhi in the structural engineering. I was pursuing, when I entered into the IIT Delhi pursuing structural engineering, my interest was entirely different. My interest was not the structural engineering. My interest was the civil engineering side. You know, then civil engineering, you have two wings: civil engineering, the construction side, water supply constructions, and then the structural engineering, the design structure part of. So because person were telling that if you score high and if you have got opportunity, you take the structural engineering. So it was totally wastage of resources for the nation. For me also, wastage of time for me also. I have to drop it because I do not have any interest in the structural engineering at that point of time. I was more interested in the civil engineering, but because of the general perception, I was guided to take admission in the structural engineering, and that too in the IIT. So that is one thing, that our further higher studies, the opportunity for higher studies is not by choice, but it is by general perception of the people. That if the person is saying that the computer science is best, the people actually may say like SIP run race. The people will aspire for the computer science, irrespective of his choice of career, irrespective of his own choice, that what kind of course he should adopt. So it is by first opportunity which is available, and second, the maximum the opportunity which are availed by the student is by the first opportunity which is available to the student. Second factor is the general perception. If it is outstanding, he's best in his career, then he will go by perception. That whatever people say that okay, you will, if you adopt even within the post graduation in a particular stream, they are the perceptions that this course is better. But you know that, you know, and I know also that no course is absolutely best or no course is worst. Every course, every stream, even the higher studies has got its own opportunity. So this is second point. Third point is, of course, nowadays people are giving serious thought. That's a good point also, that initially they think, they plan their career, whether they want to join the private sector, they want to join the administration side, or they want to join the management side. So accordingly, they avail their opportunity in the higher studies. So you might have seen that between 2000, late 2010, 2005, most of the people were actually behind after the management courses, because there was a lot of demand of management postgraduate students in the market. So most of the students, they were aspiring and they were availing the opportunity for the management. Now again, there's a reverse cycle, that people are more aspiring for the post graduation in their own technical streams like engineering, IT, computer science, like that. And I'm happy to see that the students who, even I have seen many students who have completed their graduation in the civil engineering or electrical engineering, but they are availing opportunity for higher studies in the computer science or IT applications. And that's a demand of the market. It's not by choice of anybody, or it's not because he has been guided by his own teachers or any parents, or one of the parents, or one of the his senior colleagues or peer groups, but it is because of the market demand. It depends upon the market demand. In our time, even the completing post graduation was not taken in a good test, because people think that if you complete the post graduation, means you are not the very well planned student. You do not have any planning. Whatever actually may comes, you avail that and you complete. So that kind of thinking. Now there's I think my perception, I don't know to what extent it will be correct, but it's my perception that according to, because I have completed my post graduation in management from UK, one of the leading university in the UK. There, even most of the students, there's a trend, and that trend will come in India also, that they join service as an experience, first-hand experience, and they pursue their higher studies. That's the best combination if one could pursue it, because after graduation is basic landing platform for any technocrats. So after graduation, you need experience. Experience is more important because this in this even every country, nobody has time to spend even substantial amount of time for building capacity of their new recruit trainees. In our time, actually, we used to whatever organizations were recruiting, they used to tell the graduate management trainees or executive trainees for engineers and management graduates. And after they they used to give lot of focus on the capacity building and building their experience capability. But now there's no time for the private sector as well as for the government sector to build your capacity, to spend time and resources on your capacity. So there's a time of gaining experience from the day one you complete your graduation. So I think this type of curriculum one should adopt in our country, especially the technical institutions. I request all the technical institutions to give a thought on this. Why we should not give an opportunity to the student to join a service or to join a organization for serving the country, and at the same time he can join for higher studies to complete his post-graduation in his choice, in the stream of his choice. So that's the best combination, because it will not only facilitate the person to gain the experience, but at the same time it will contribute some GDP to the he is also contributing to the GDP of the country. So that's because that's the age where you can contribute a lot to the country output. So that's the best combination. But of course, the person has to manage his time, because gaining experience and completing post graduation is a bit difficult. So one has to sacrifice his leisure time and of course family time. Then only it is possible. But this is the best option which is available for the students, because I have seen many students that if he is pursuing a particular career during the post graduation, and if he is not able to get through as he is expected, then there's a problem of mental health, especially for the brilliant students. I have seen many students, I have counseled some of them. So this is that entirely they were dependent on one stream, one direction of the post-graduation course, one direction of the opportunity. And whenever there's a obstruction, there's a perception, or there's a perceived impression that he is not able to get his target, then there's a problem of mental health problem, and that is going to be terribly terrific that he is in that condition. So in order to avoid it from the day one, if you are not getting opportunity of your own choice, then it's a best course that he should join the private or government sector. And at the same time, it is doable, because I have also completed even my post-graduation and PhD during work time. So you are relaxed and you are confident enough. And only thing that you have to slightly spare time for your studies and do it. Now there's a time in the country that most of the stream, whatever job you adopt after completing your graduation in the engineering stream, they need that you should be conversant enough to the ICT applications, because there's a widespread ICT application. If you see my job is basically revenue administration, but 90% of job are handled by the technocrats. It's a ICT applications in the land governance. It's nothing. If you are conversant with both, if you are domain expert of revenue sector, and if you know the ICT application, you are the best performer. So whatever job you are going to, because every organization, whether you talk about private sector or you talk about government sector, there's a demand that you cut the job and put on all the processes online. So there's a intensive and tremendous ICT applications in most of the job. most of the careers. So I think it is my advice that the higher studies opportunity which should be make available to the graduate technical students should be enhanced, so that if he is not able to get some expertise in his own domain, at least whatever job is being offered to him based on his graduation in the engineering, at least he can use the ICT applications, because it will never go as a waste. Second, that we should design, we should we should provide opportunity according to the demand of the market. That's very important factor. I think our country is lacking in that planning. We are a kind of we are not the leaders. We are most of our technical institutions. They are following a trend that whatever is another person is adopting, they just copy it. So I have seen that there's a time most of the students were mad actually creating new posts, new vacancies or new seats for the civil engineers. After that, there's a trend of computer science. 2000 and 2010, there's a trend of always actually creating more number of management courses in the institutes. Now there's a trend of B.Ed like that, but we never do the market survey. That should be now. I think in the new education policy also, government has taken a considered view that the industry should or educational institutions should spend substantial amount on the market survey, that what kind of manpower or human resources are required from the market, especially the private sectors. Because I have seen, I visited I was in the industry, commerce and industry ministry at that time, MSME. I was joint development commissioner handling the small, micro and medium enterprises in the country, and market and manufacturing both. So at that point of time, some of the good industrial estates I have visited, and we have created, I think, 100 and more industrial estates at that point of time. The major problem which they used to raise before us was that they do not get the trained manpower, skilled manpower for them, especially the ITI, the first-hand experience persons which they require badly. So, but we have in plenty number of engineering graduate in the engineering field, but they do not require at that point of time much more number of engineers rather than more number of supervisors. There were tremendous demand of the supervisors who are ITI holder or diploma holder, who have done some field experiences. So our technical institutions, that is my even Professor Arya Gupta ji, I will request that under this program, if it is possible, I think Government of India has substantial grant for that also. If you send the proposal, I can talk to my counterpart that if it is available, it is possible. I am not aware because I am not handling the subject in Government of India, but there must be substantial support, financial support from the Government of India and Government of Rajasthan, that our technical institutions, especially RTU, should take a lead, that they should conduct a survey in the market and find out the job profile which are required from the private sector as well as the government sector. Accordingly, they should allow the courses in the institutions, because it's a drain of resources if we unnecessarily produce a graduate in a particular stream and force them to pursue the post-graduation in a particular stream, which is not required at all. So our post-graduation stream is because it's a taxpayer money. It's a valuable resources for us, because we have limited resources. We do not have ample resources to spend as much money as we should get the value for money. That's the important in the education sector. Unfortunately, education sector is the sector give much thought forward and backward linkages. We always go by the trend in the now. If we do no unnecessary wastage of resources on producing so many graduates in particular stream, but at the same time we are catering the demand of market. Even if you go to Nimrana, the popular industrial estates, Dehradun, Sidkul, and you do a market survey, I can get it done also, because we used to do when we were in the industry. And there's always complaint from the entrepreneurs that, sir, we do not get adequate skilled manpower from the market, and they are ready to pay any amount for them. But because of the lack of survey and lack of the synergy between the number of graduates in a particular stream, and हेलो, हाँ ठीक ठीक, अब ये कॉन्फ्रेंस में मैं बात कर लूँ. So particular stream. So it's a very important that we should give a thought on this, and RTU or some institute like Sankara Group of Institutes should take a lead, and let us see what result will come, what kind of actually profile they want, and conduct a survey in the market that what kind of stream is in more demand and what kind of persons or what kind of technical professionals they want, and accordingly RTU should design the courses, provide higher opportunities for higher studies to the students. So at least we should have a synergy between the market demand and the students which we are producing. That's my second point which I want to make. Third, that students, it's a very good initiative from RTU that you are providing the selective papers from other streams also. So I think the students who are aspiring or who are intending to take administration as their career, I think for them it's very important that allow them to actually may take selective papers like political science or economics or commerce. So that's very important when you are doing in some job in the administration to handle the budget and resources of the country. So that kind of thing. So persons should be even you can have actually an interactive session with the students that you can take a feedback that what kind of in the second year or third year also, second year or third or fourth, after fourth or fifth semester, that what kind of career you are planning to adopt. So according to, he should be allowed to take the selective paper outside the stream, so that will be very helpful, because I think that when we were a student as an engineer, we were forced to actually take all the papers from that particular stream as well. We do not have any idea about economics, finance management, or budget or monetary policy, like that. So based on that, actually, whenever we were in the administration as a district collector, as a secretary in the department, I have been always missing that part. There's a gap. I feel that there was a gap. So this is very important, based on your stream. I think my nephew who's pursuing electrical engineering at IIT Delhi, I asked him that what kind of selective papers you have been provided. So he said that the most demanding paper is the economics and the financial management. So that kind of situation that kind of opportunity we should provide. And also in the post-graduation courses, we should provide similar kind of packages to the students, so that based on their professional career in the future, they should be aware about the other sectors a little bit. We should not digress more, because an engineer is expected to be expert in the engineering field only. He is not supposed to answer every question. And I think if we think there's a proverb that best is the enemy of good. If we think that we can provide the best student in engineering, I think we are providing, it's not good for the country. Best cannot be achieved unless until you sacrifice something. So best is the enemy of the good. So whatever better we can do for courses based on these feedback, we can do it. Then of course, much importance should be given to the IT experts. ICT application is widespread in the government job as well as private job, and the students are feeling handicapped actually, especially a engineer who is not graduated in computer science or IT applications. Whenever he has been put to the job and it is expected from him that he should handle the ICT applications in the respective domain or respective field. It's a stumbling block for him. Initially, actually, I think he or she tries to forget even its own stream, and he always concentrate on learning ICT applications. So the output will be slightly diminished. Actually, the output is not as expected. Had he been expert in the ICT applications also, the output would have been definitely better. So some of the streams which are universally accepted and accepted by everybody that it is applicable in every field, we should provide opportunity to the student in the higher studies. That's ICT application or IT applications, whatever you call, or even computer science. It's good that Professor R.A. Gupta ji, the VC of the RTU, has said that even the student who is completing his graduation in the civil engineering, electrical engineering, has been given opportunity to even do the MTech or post-graduation in the computer science or IT applications. It's a good combination. I think we should focus and we should stress more on it. Now, there's an important factor which I feel based on my experience that before I did my graduation, then post-graduation, I was for some time in the post-graduation in IIT Delhi, although I could not complete because of the competitive examination and that point of time actually that necessity of 67% or minimum 67% of attendance in the MTech. But of course, there is a important that whether what kind of opportunity we should provide in the post-graduation courses, whether the students should be exposed to the international stream. Because what I have gained when I did my MBA public finance from the famous University of UK, I joined the international stream. The students from the different countries. So a student should be exposed to the notions and perception in other countries. So international exposure is very important. Especially, I will request that the graduation, the domestic experience is more than enough. If the student is completing his graduation among the student from the domestic, his own country, it does not harm. It's better rather. He should understand the basic building blocks. He should prepare the building blocks for his career. But for post-graduation, what kind of opportunity should be provided? He should be provided an opportunity that he should also interact with the student from the other countries, so that he should also understand and learn that what kind of opportunities are available in other country, how they are moving ahead, what are the better points. Because when you interact with the international stream students, there's a different kind of experience. Actually, you forget you even correct yourself to some extent. So that's very important, and that's my request that some of the institutions let us start that we should exchange. I think Sankara group of institute has already started that interacting. They have collaboration with the foreign university, so they are exchanging their students. It's a very good initiative. I think this opportunity we should provide to our student, that he should be interacting with the the student from the foreign university. Even if not long term, a short term courses like 1 week or 2 week interactions should be provided, and there should be freely exchange of ideas, exchange of theories, exchange of concept among the students. That will help a lot. And I think why can't we start a program, especially for higher educations, for post-graduation, for the post-graduation courses for the graduate engineers, that based on his choice of the career, can we give him the opportunity? Is it possible to give him the opportunity rather than pursuing a course which may not be useful at all for the student? So can we conduct a kind of survey and provide an opportunity to a student to pursue the course which will be useful for during his career? So that's another important. What I mean by the career, that whether he wants to join a government sector, whether he wants to join a private sector or self-employment or startup, based on that startup, again, which sector, what kind of business, manufacturing, service, IT applications, or IT sectors, or communication sector, telecommunication sectors, which sector he is interested. So rather than wasting his time in the post-graduation, he should get the specialization which will be useful not only for him but for the organizations also, which he may be joining in the future. I think that is all I want to say. So 3-4 points I have made. I have made through. I hope that during this workshop there should be some solution to these problems. That a student, whether I will be summing up, and after within 2 minutes, and I welcome any questions if you want to ask. That can we shape or can we provide opportunities for higher studies to our students according to the market demand? Can we conduct a small survey, maybe with the support of RTU or Government of India, that what kind of students we require for the market, so that they will be contributing directly to the economy of the country. Second, whether in the higher studies a student can be given an opportunity to pursue course of his own interest according to his choice of career, rather than the first choice which is available to him to join such courses. Third, that I thank Professor R.A. Gupta ji, that he has already mentioned it, that can we allow students to change their stream in the higher studies? Suppose he is not interested in the civil engineering, but he has completed his graduation. Can he join computer science, electrical, computer science, or IT applications, or some other stream of his own choice, which may be useful for his career? Third is that can we give an opportunity to our student for international exposure? Can we exchange ideas and concepts or theories or methodologies with the students of other international universities, which I suppose Sankara Group of Institute is already doing it. So I think that's a very important chapter. That's a very important concept if we can introduce it. And last, that can we provide some courses which give both opportunity to join services and pursue his post-graduation courses, both simultaneously, so that a student can gain experience during the time, and at the same time he can complete his post-graduation in the stream of his choice. So by the time he completes his post-graduation in a particular stream, he is not only experienced, but he has also gained, he has also got academic specialization in a particular stream. So these are the 4 points I want to make. I hope there should be some solution on these points. These are based on the papers I have read through, I have gone through, and based on my own experience, that how a student actually a student who has completed during graduation, he has been saved. Most of the career is saved by the teachers, the professors, that he has been told that you achieve this much of benchmark, you complete these units, you complete these papers. But after graduation, he has to take very crucial decisions, which may affect his entire career, entire life. So if we give some guiding framework to such students, based on these 4 parameters, I think it will be great help to the student and great help to the country. Thank you very much. If you have any question, kindly, you are welcome.
Thanks a lot. One question has come in the chat box. How should we mentally prepare ourselves to prepare consistently for civil services? It's a very broad question that one of the participants has cannot be, I mean, these things is a very these things.
Prepare consistently
yeah.
for civil services.
Sir,
Thank you.
you have.
Thank you.
Sir,
Thank you.
sir, you have,
I will give my experience. I will give my experience. Preparing civil services is entirely different than pursuing the engineering profession. Civil services, you should have an orientation and motivation that will keep you encouraged during the, because there might be some failure also and during your pursuit of that civil services. It is just possible that you may not get the result of your choice as you expect. So continuous, that first you fix up your goal, why you want to join the civil services. If you want to serve the nation, if you want to actually serve the nation, you want to handle more sectors rather than be in particular sector, you have to fix up your goal, what you want to do while joining the civil services, because civil services will not give you opportunity to earn more money. That's very clear. So if that is your motive, kindly don't join your civil services. Your goal should be clearly defined. That goal will keep you motivated. So that will not discourage you during your course of journey while preparing civil services. Suppose there is a negative results, there is a possibility of negative results, then again it will keep you motivated and the perseverance will be there. Continuously if you put your efforts and hard work, because civil services is very erratic, the performance is very erratic. Sometimes you might have heard that a person who has not cleared even 3 chances, he has been topper in the 4th chance. So it's because there's a moderation, there's a system of moderation. It's not within your control, it's beyond something else. So, but in the summary, if you pursue it consistently with some motivation, with some goal, then you will get through. That's very clear.
This yeah.
Any other question?
Sir,
please?
just wait a minute. No such is coming. You have very well taken up this thing. Just wait for another few minutes.
Okay.
In the meantime, our ensure that you highlighted for particularly for management courses, one business school is there in Bangalore. They already the intake of students who have already got some experience of working. That is a nice steps, very good steps that some of the business school they have initiated. But unless a person is having couple of years experience, he will not take admission in the management courses.
Right.
Things you have rightly said, sir. A pilot survey should be conducted to know the market requirement. So that the courses can be tailored according to the requirement of the industry. Sir, these issues, many of the issues they have talking about for the last many years, but still worth considering connections industry and have not in place. I do not know what has been. Either our thoughts are very old, we do not want to come out from that box, or some hesitation is from the part of the industry, but connected, relations between the academia and the industry have taken place in our country. This is, and this, one more point that you highlighted. Yes. Somewhere we are lacking, our country or academia or industry, somewhere they are finding some problem I do not know, except some members at the board level, some members from the industry, they come at the board of studies level, but real in area. We have been talking for the last many years. That opposed to international with the international students, that is also a very good idea. Because when our students, they go and they visit and they interact with the students, learning, there's a lot of learning on their part. And the point that self-analysis has to be, yeah, yes, sir, yes, sir.
Just I would like to, I'm requesting on Sri Hukum Singh Minaji, sir, since you are in Government of India, so highlights what about the government policy these days now for opportunities in education, how support coming to the more and more student so they can opt this.
Sir, Government of
Technical
India is
education.
giving in new education policy. If you see that this has been a focus that the courses will be designed according to the market demand. It should not be there should be a consistency between what is the demand in the market as on date and what is the output from our technical institutions. So I think our orientation should also be towards that. Government policy has been already in place. There's no doubt about. But as Dr. Ranbir Rathi ji has already said, that there's a gap between what our policy is and what we are doing. Because this thought has been there since last, I think, more than a decade. I was I was working as a joint development commissioner in the MSME. At that point of time, we used to request the technical educations that kindly conduct a survey in a particular area, which is your catchment area, and design your courses accordingly. But we actually either we do not have time, or either we do not have expertise to conduct that kind of survey, to prepare that kind of questionnaire, and to get the feedback from the industry and shape our courses. You see, there's always race of sheep. A person actually suppose a particular institution is actually opening more number of seats in the computer science, everybody will be behind it. Without seeing that if everybody will start producing computer science engineers, how the market will absorb them? That it will be wastage of resources, it will be drain of resources at the one hand, and it will be insult to the engineers. If an engineer is not getting job, he is not getting opportunity, and if he is actually on the road, what kind of situation he is going through, we cannot think of. So that's a very important point, and I think RTU should take a lead and give a path break to the country. The modalities, because you are the academic institutions, you are highly placed technical institutions. You can design the methodology, how to conduct survey, how to find out that factor, that how many streams are required. Even there, I tell you that recently I was chairman of a selection committee which were recruiting about more than 12 consultants. I tell you that even in spite of their master degrees and expertise in PhD in particular stream, we were, especially the ICT, computer, the management experts, we were recruiting in the department for handling the projects. Even their field hand experience were not there. They have not got any opportunity. They have just for the sake of degree, they have taken the degree, they have completed their post-graduation, they have completed their doctorate, but they do not have any. When we ask them the field questions, you will be surprised that the basic questions they were not able to correlate to their academics. So academic degree is different. In our time, we could recall that we have a very intensive practical training during our recess time. Whenever we used to get a holiday, we have to complete, I think, more than 90 days training in an entire career. So after every semester, we used to go practical training in the field. as an attachment, as a trainee. So that kind of experience you require. Even today also, industry require more number of engineers than we are producing. But only thing that they are lacking a particular stream. So that survey is very important, so that there should be a satisfaction among the student, and the requirements of the industry should be will be fulfilled automatically. These two should be synergized. That's my request.
Okay. Thank you very much. Your vast knowledge has
you.
given a lot, and this knowledge of higher study opportunity, enough this information given by you. We are grateful, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Sir, just a minute. Sir, you are very much right.
Yes, Rathi.
See, every year. Hello.
Yes, Rathi, I am hearing.
Hello. You are very much right. There is no proper synergy between academia and the industry. You will see every year 13 lakhs technical graduates come out. Every year 13 lakhs graduates come out. Out of 13 lakhs, 7 lakhs graduates, technical graduates, they get jobs either in private or public sectors, or they start their own enterprise, and remaining 6 lakhs, that means there is something wrong with the systems, with the teaching,
Right.
or aligning
And
our academia with the industry.
I tell you that
This is
RTU should
yes,
send a group of professors to the industry, even Nimrana, that's very nearest to your institution, and you just ask them. They will cry that they do not have adequate skilled manpower. If you ask that, what is your number one problem? You prepare a questionnaire. Everybody will say that they are not getting skilled manpower for their industries.
yes, sir. You're very right, sir. I mean, even our study shows about it. This is a short of memento for remembrance to you from Sankara Institute of Technology.
Thank you.
For
Virtually,
your educative, informative deliberations. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. We look forward to you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hello.
Yes, sir. So, to you, sir, that's a wonderful session that we had. It's unforgettable. And Dr. Gupta Sahab rightly said that if you are having a scholar like you, who is having great experience for administrative service as well as teaching experience, as well as the nature what you have, experience to the participant, it's a wonderful, unforgettable. Whole Shankara family and RTU, we are grateful to you, sir, and we are expecting your guidance, your support, like earlier in future also. With these few words, we all are very, very thankful to you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Chaudhary. Thank you, Chaudhary. Thank you, Gupta ji.
Our next, sir, all the our next will start from 1 o'clock sharp. Session. So we can break for a few minutes for another 15 minutes. We will be back after 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Proceed.
Yes, you can. But you can see the
Yes.
Madam Pallavi. Pallavi Madam has joined.
Has joined, sir. She's there.
Can you,
Dr. Pallavi?
can you announce for the party? Can you announce? Can you announce for the participant? This number of participant has joined. You request them to join immediately.
Sir, I have joined, but there is certain issue with the sharing my screen.
Now
And
visible.
sort it out
Your
in
screen
10
very
minutes.
clear now.
Meantime, other participants are also joining. Madam Pallavi, yes, you can shout out your technical problem.
Yes,
Participants
sir.
are joining. Another few,
Sure.
another few minutes.
I am trying to share my screen through my laptop, but I'm not able to do that. There seems to be some issue.
दोनों में से किसी को ना 177 या नहीं तो 8551 से दीजिए 8551 से जल्दी बना दीजिए
Madam, just wait.
Sure, sir.
Madam Pallavi.
Yes, sir.
uh,
Yes, sir.
uh,
Sure, sir.
Before you start taking your sessions,
Yes.
before you take these sessions, our chairman, Dr. Sant Kumar Chaudhary, he would like to speak.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Sir.
Good afternoon,
Thank
sir.
you very
I'll
much,
just,
Rathi sir.
Yes, sir. Then I will give brief profile, madam.
Giving me
Yes, sir.
Thank you, giving me an opportunity in between
Sir.
because you know today it's a great opportunity for whole RTU and Shankara family when we are having a speaker, prominent speaker like you know, Hukum Singh Meena ji was the he is an IS officer and great technocrat. His vast vision and vast experience he has shared with our participants, and that was a wonderful session. Again today in next session, now we have Dr. Pallavi Chaudhary Vardhan. We feel proud to convey all participants that in this scenario, usually after education, youths are attracted towards job. They are searching job. But if we will discuss about the entrepreneurship, that will solve our problem. Why we are thinking our own to get a job? Why not to make ourselves as a job provider? I feel proud to convey all participants that Dr. Pallavi Chaudhary Vardhan, she is a dynamic, you know, young, I can say for entrepreneurship. She is having a very good exposure to an entrepreneurship. Number of time I heard her lecture for this on entrepreneurship, which was very impressive. And today, again, Madam Pallavi Chaudhary ji, who will deliver her vast experience to our participant. Today's subject is very well known. Technical education is the backbone of the society, and higher study opportunity for technical education, if this subject is being discussed on these days, so this is very relevant. So we are having this great opportunity to give this feedback, vast experience to participant. What is the importance of the higher study opportunity in technical education? And technical student, technical so we are benefited whenever we are having this type of workshop or this type of interaction program between faculty and a student. I welcome madam you on this platform, and I hope able to interact with our participants. Our participants are faculties, a student, and in future also your support will continue. I hope so. Once again, I'm thank you very much for my invitation accepted by you, and I hope that you will be helping Shankara family and RTO in future also. Thank you very much, madam.
Thanks a lot, sir. Good afternoon, madam. I'm Dr. Rathi, and good afternoon to the participant. Before you take the session, I would like to give a brief account of you in form of a profile. Dear participant, Dr. Pallavi is an and an incubation experts, having worked in policy making, policy implementations, and policy advocacy roles in innovations and entrepreneurship domain. In her prior role, she has worked with NITI Aayog, Government of India, CIIE.A, and had startup strategy and international collaborations vertical at Marwari Capital. At NITI Aayog, Dr. Pallavi has worked for two of its flagship initiatives to promote entrepreneurship in India, namely Atal Innovation Mission entrepreneurship platform NITI Aayog. During her tenure, CIIE company IIM Ahmedabad, one of the leading incubator in India, has driven Rajasthan's first movement specific incubations and accelerator program. Project Her and Now, supported by Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, Government of India, and GIG Government of Germany. She has also contributed to the first of his Craft Accelerator program for startup in India. She has been an Indian Fellow for the coveted India Fellow Social Leadership Program. She has also been selected as a Jagati Yatri. Comes from a chartered accountancy and company secretary background and is postgraduate in commerce, advanced business sales, qualified, and holds a doctorate degree in startup, scale-up, incubation, strategy, and support. Dr. Pallavi has worked as an entrepreneur in residence with various startups and is mentor on board with several incubators for startup in education tech, financial tech, agriculture tech, social impact, and fashion and lifestyle domain. She has contributed government and non-government reports and has presented her views through various platforms. She has written 20 plus research and policy papers on innovations and growth in India. Topic today's deliberation. To you, Madam, Dr. Pallavi. Again, we welcome you for these sessions. This is a second session of today's program. This session is of 60-minute durations. And in between, during the sessions, if you feel comfortable, it's convenient to you, you can take or last 5-10 minutes, you can leave for the participant for question answers. Over to you, madam. Yes, madam. Now you can session.
गया था कि ये नहीं होंगे क्योंकि नहीं आते हैं यार, किस किस को बोलोगे, कब बोलोगे? वो उनके गेस्ट हैं इसलिए बैठे हैं। कहाँ चले गए क्या? मेरा मास्क उतार, मैंने कहा
In the meantime, Rashi
Hello.
Saab.
Hello.
Yes.
Yes.
Are you ready, madam?
Yes.
It's all right. Or with you or you can
Yes,
stop
sir,
your
I
video.
Sure.
If some
Actually,
problem
I'm
is
trying
there
to
or,
share a screen, but I couldn't share. There seems to be some issue. I think I need to start without
if
sharing a screen.
sharing the screen. If it is convenient to you, you can proceed further. Your screen.
Sure.
Or
I'll
in
just
between,
begin.
if your screen, you can, yeah. Thank you, madam.
Sure. So first of all, I'll start without sharing a screen. And thank you so much for having me here. I'll just start. So the topic for today is higher study opportunities for technical students. And I would want to talk about entrepreneurship opportunities and why students should choose entrepreneurship as a viable career option. I would want to begin. What is entrepreneurship? Entrepreneurship basically means is taking an idea and working on a particular idea with the objective of turning it into a sustainable business. Next is how we pursue entrepreneurship and how entrepreneurship is different from core and conventional business. Mainly, entrepreneurship has number of elements which are different from these conventional businesses. First is idea plus action. So entrepreneurship is about when idea is put into action. That is called ideation. So entrepreneurship is basically a concept. It's a school of thought. And how we pursue entrepreneurship is through means of startups. पहले जो conventional businesses होते थे, अब startup होता है. And startup are quite different from conventional businesses. An element of a startup is that any entrepreneur or any studentpreneur are those people जो students हैं and they would really want to start their own enterprise, be entrepreneurs, be founders. So startups should have an element of entrepreneurship, which means that an entrepreneur has to take risk with the objective of earning a profit. And the major aspect of entrepreneurship is seeing a problem and solving a problem with the impact of creating a higher social impact. So an entrepreneur or a startup is different from core business in a way that entrepreneurship does not work for money. It works for a motive higher than money. it works for something much more known as social impact. So when you work for social impact, money automatically flows into the business. Money or profit comes as a byproduct in the business. So this is the difference between entrepreneurship and conventional business. Entrepreneurship has this problem solving and problem seeing ability of any entrepreneur with the objective of creating a larger social impact in the society and in turn earning profits. Now, what is important is, does entrepreneurship, or to pursue entrepreneurship, does it require that you really need to pursue some higher education, or there are many entrepreneurs who are dropouts as well? So this has been a constant point of discussion. Some people say entrepreneurs are born. Some say entrepreneurs are self-created people. You know, they work on their skills, they develop their skills. So this has been a constant agenda for discussion. But while we are discussing higher education in entrepreneurship, we really need to understand the importance of higher education in entrepreneurship. बहुत सारे ऐसे entrepreneurs हैं, founders हैं, जो higher education pursue करे बिना ही they start, working and they have their own enterprise and startup. That is also good, no harm. But we really need to understand what are the advantages of pursuing a higher education, which is primarily entrepreneurship focused. Now, we need to understand ये higher education में यहाँ पे एम क्या होता है कि कोई भी entrepreneurship related higher education pursue करे. First is, they train you to become job creators and not job seekers. So what you really need to understand is, when you pursue these courses and you move out after pursuing this, and आपका course पूरा हो जाएगा 1 साल 2 साल में, and you move out, you really need to move out with the understanding that you are a job creator and not a job seeker. So this is the difference between an entrepreneur and any other student pursuing higher education, that you really need to be a job creator. Other aspect is problem seer and solver. So we really keep listening कि everybody wants to be a problem solver. But the basic difference of an entrepreneur and any other person who is working as an employee is that entrepreneur first needs to see a problem and then need to solve it. So while you pursue a higher education and entrepreneurship, you really need to have an understanding that you first need to see a problem of the society, then create a solution around it. This solution could be your product, this solution could be your service, anything. But you really need to first see a problem, identify that particular problem, understand that particular problem, and then solve that problem. That's when you become a problem seer and solver. Third aspect of this higher education in entrepreneurship is, entrepreneurship is not really a theoretical aspect. It's a very, very practical concept. You really need to understand the practical aspects of entrepreneurship. Therefore, reading and writing would not really work here, जो हम बचपन से लेकर अभी तक करते आए हैं. What the skills that we need to develop is learning and researching. कोई भी startup है, कोई भी एक entrepreneur की journey है, वो research से start होती है. आप कोई भी problem identify करते हैं अपने आसपास, उसका solution ढूंढने की कोशिश करते हैं, तो सबसे पहले आप रिसर्च करते हैं उसके बारे में. आप समझ कि मैं ये जो solution बना रहा हूँ, is it good, is it feasible, will customers accept it? All of this research goes into starting a startup or having your own entrepreneurial venture. तो you need to really research about lot of things. तो आपको अपने अंदर ये skill develop करना होगा learning and researching का, rather than just reading and writing जो हम हमेशा से करते आए हैं. Then next is being an opportunist. The aspect here is कि हम लोग हमेशा बात करते हैं pessimist, optimist, but एक opportunist वो होता है जो हर situation में opportunity ढूंढे, problem में भी opportunity ढूंढे, भले ही अच्छा हो बुरा हो, but he tries to find an opportunity in every problem. That is the entrepreneurial mindset. Next is, as I said, working for money versus money comes as a byproduct. तो जब ट्रेडिशनल बिजनेस में हम सिर्फ पैसों के लिए काम करते थे, प्रॉफिट्स कमाने के लिए काम करते थे, स्टार्टअप में, एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप में हमें एक बड़े मोटिव के लिए काम करना है, हमें एक सोशल इम्पैक्ट के लिए काम करना है, एंड मनी विल ऑटोमेटिकली कम एज अ बाय प्रोडक्ट. सो दीज आर द एस्पेक्ट्स जो एक एंटरप्रेन्योर का होना चाहिए. क्या क्या माइंडसेट है जो एंटरप्रेन्योर का होना चाहिए और किस माइंडसेट के साथ उसे हायर एजुकेशन परस्यू करनी चाहिए. So now, while specifically moving to our topic for today, higher education in entrepreneurship, हमने अभी तक समझा कि entrepreneurship क्या होता है, एक स्टूडेंट का क्या माइंडसेट होना चाहिए जब वो entrepreneurship परस्यू करे या entrepreneurship में कोई हायर एजुकेशन परस्यू करे. So सबसे पहले, as per lot of research and understanding, it is proved that learning expands your horizon. Learning gives you a systematic way, systematic path to reach your destination. And it is also proven, there are a number of researches which have been conducted into higher education in entrepreneurship, which says that a typical student who pursues higher education, his or her age lies somewhere between 20 to 25, 26 years. And that is a transitional stage. You transition from adolescence to being early adults. तो ये जो आपकी एज होती है, यहाँ पे there is lot of learning that takes place, and things that you learn in this age, they will remain with you throughout your life. So ये जो हमारी higher education in entrepreneurship है, that makes you capable of using these symbols in a way, not exactly symbols in a way like business information, some data. They really make you capable of understanding these symbols and relate to abstract thinking. Entrepreneurship को कई बार abstract thinking भी बोलते हैं. और क्यों बोलते हैं? क्योंकि entrepreneurship is a school of thought. कोई चीज नहीं है जिसे आप देख सके. Entrepreneurship is just a thought. And entrepreneurship मेरे लिए शायद कुछ अलग हो सकती है, आपके लिए कुछ अलग हो सकती है. So we try to give it a figure. This higher education tries to give it a structure कि एक entrepreneurship कैसी होनी चाहिए, successful entrepreneurs के क्या traits होने चाहिए. Also, because we believe in experiential learning now. So जो higher education है वो आपको exposure देती है business scenarios के, कि क्या क्या business scenarios आ सकते हैं जब आप अपना business करें, जब आप अपना startup करें, और उन scenarios से आप कैसे deal कर सकते हैं. बजाय इसके कि जब आप हायर एजुकेशन नहीं परस्यू कर रहे हैं, यू डायरेक्टली स्टार्ट योर ओन स्टार्टअप, तो तब आप लर्निंग आपकी होती है बाय योर ओन एक्सपीरियंस. आप खुद उस चीज को अनुभव करते हैं और सीखते हैं. हो सकता है 6 महीना लगे, 1 साल लगे, 2 साल लगे या ज्यादा. बट हायर एजुकेशन में आपको ये सारे सिनेरियोस पहले से पढ़ाए जाते हैं. आपको बताते हैं कि अगर आपके स्टार्टअप में ऐसा हो, ऐसा सिचुएशन आए, इकोनॉमी में ऐसा हो, तो हाउ टू डील विद इट. सो देयर आर फिक्स्ड पैटर्न्स, देयर आर फिक्स्ड लर्निंग्स व्हिच यू आर मेड अवेयर ऑफ, एंड वंस यू आर अवेयर ऑफ, यू अंडरस्टैंड हाउ टू अप्लाई दीज लर्निंग्स इन योर ओन स्टार्टअप. Also, when you learn these aspects, कि केस स्टडी के थ्रू, प्रैक्टिकल एक्सपोजर के थ्रू, प्रैक्टिकल लर्निंग के थ्रू, व्हेन यू अंडरस्टैंड कि क्या क्या सिनेरियोज हैं बिजनेस में, और आप जब आपको हायर एजुकेशन में पढ़ाते हैं और कैसे आपको डील करना है, when you learn those scenarios and apply in your own startup, so you become more accountable of your business and a business of course becomes sustainable. आपका फेलियर रेट कम हो जाती है और आपकी सक्सेस रेट बढ़ जाती है। आपका बिजनेस है वो इट मूव्स टुवर्ड्स सस्टेनेबिलिटी इन क्वाइट अ फ्यू इयर्स, जो शायद आप पहले 5 या 10 साल में करते, बट वो इस लर्निंग से आप 2 या 3 साल में कर सकते हैं। दैट इज व्हाई हायर एजुकेशन इन एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। rather I won't say कि this is mandatory. Of course कोई कभी भी स्टार्टअप स्टार्ट कर सकता है। lot of students drop out of college and have their own startups, but there is some element which makes it sort of necessary. या तो आप डिग्री से ये पढ़ाई से सीखे, नहीं तो आप खुद से 4-5 साल में जब तक अपना स्टार्टअप करेंगे आप साथ में सीखते रहेंगे। Now we're moving towards an important factor, skill-based higher education and entrepreneurship. What we really need to understand here is, see, education पहले education का पूरा focus होता था डिग्रीज पे, कि आप 1 डिग्री ले लीजिए, 2 ले लीजिए, 3 ले लीजिए, and basis your degree you get a job. Now times are so dynamic. These situations are changing so fast that degrees won't work. लोगों के पास, जिनके पास डिग्री है, it is not sure that they'll find a good job or they'll become good startup owners. तो what we really need to know is कि हमें डिग्री बेस्ड लर्निंग के पीछे नहीं जाना है, हमें स्किल बेस्ड लर्निंग के पीछे जाना है। हमें हायर एजुकेशन परस्यू करनी है क्योंकि हमें अपनी स्किल्स रिफाइन करनी है, और जो स्किल्स चाहिए हैं स्टार्टअप परस्यू करने के लिए, वो स्किल्स डेवलप करनी है। वो स्किल्स जरूरी नहीं है आप कोई कोर्स या डिग्री लेकर के करें, वो बहुत सारे ओपन कोर्सेज हैं, आप उससे कर सकते हैं, डिप्लोमा कोर्सेज, सर्टिफिकेट कोर्सेज से कर सकते हैं। बट द एजेंडा बिहाइंड दिस हायर एजुकेशन इज that you really should pursue higher education for improving your skills, not to attain and gain number of degrees. So the basic underlining factor here is कि higher education के बारे में हम जो कुछ भी बात कर रहे हैं with terms of entrepreneurship, entrepreneurship से related जो कोई भी higher education है उसमें हम स्किल बेस्ड लर्निंग का बात कर रहे हैं, स्किल बेस्ड लर्निंग का बात कर रहे हैं और डिग्री बेस्ड लर्निंग का बात नहीं कर रहे हैं। नाउ व्हाट आर द एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप स्किल्स रिक्वायर्ड? कौन कौन सी स्किल्स हैं जिसकी वजह से हमें लगता है कि हमें हायर एजुकेशन परस्यू करना चाहिए, या हमें जरूरी नहीं है हायर एजुकेशन हम कोई सर्टिफिकेट डिग्री कोर्स भी करें, बट कौन सी स्किल्स हमें चाहिए, एक एंटरप्रेन्योर में कौन सी स्किल्स होनी ही चाहिए? तो दीज आर, फर्स्ट स्किल इज प्रॉब्लम सीइंग एंड सॉल्विंग। एक एंटरप्रेन्योर को अपने आसपास प्रॉब्लम दिखनी चाहिए, अपने सोसाइटी के पास में प्रॉब्लम दिखनी चाहिए जिसे वो सॉल्व कर सके और उसे लगे कि मैं ये सॉल्व कर सकता हूँ या सॉल्व करना चाहता हूँ। सो the important first skill is problem seeing and solving. आपका mindset होना चाहिए problems देखने का और problem को solve करने का। Second is understanding of business. हम लोग, हमारे साथ बहुत सारी टेक्निकल कॉम्पिटेंसीज होती हैं, हम जो कर रहे हैं, हमारा जो कोर एरिया है वो बहुत अच्छा है, बट वी डू नॉट अंडरस्टैंड बिजनेस कि बिजनेस क्या है, कैसे एक सस्टेनेबल बिजनेस बनाया जाए, कैसे पैसे कमाए जाए, कैसे बिजनेस मॉडल्स बनाए जाए, कैसे रेवेन्यू मॉडल्स बनाए जाए। ये स्किल बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। कोई भी एंटरप्रेन्योर को, वो इंजीनियरिंग बैकग्राउंड से हो, मेडिकल बैकग्राउंड से हो, कोई भी बैकग्राउंड से हो, बट ही शुड हैव द बेसिक अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ बिजनेस। सेकंड इज अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ मार्केट। Understanding of market is very, very important because market is where your customer lies. आपका कस्टमर है वो मार्केट में है, तो आपको बहुत अच्छे से समझना आना चाहिए कि मार्केट, मेरा मार्केट कौन सा है, मार्केट अभी कैसा है, मार्केट में डाउनफॉल है, मार्केट स्ट्रांग है, बुलिश है, बेरिश है. सो यू नो दीज आर ऑल द एस्पेक्ट्स ऑफ मार्केट जो एक एंटरप्रेन्योर को आना चाहिए समझना. दूसरा इज अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ इकोनॉमिक्स. Understanding of economics is like inevitable for any entrepreneur, because अगर आपको economics की understanding नहीं है, so you will fail in concepts like pricing. आप अपने product का price नहीं कर पाएंगे, service का pricing नहीं कर पाएंगे, costing नहीं कर पाएंगे. यूनिट इकोनॉमिक्स एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज होता है स्टार्टअप में, वो नहीं कर पाएंगे, फाइनेंशियल मॉडलिंग नहीं कर पाएंगे. अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ इकोनॉमिक्स इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू रन बिजनेस सक्सेसफुली. Next is understanding of finance. Understanding of finance is also inevitable because money, see, business is all about money coming in and money going out, products going out. So the agenda here is to earn profits, to earn revenue, to earn money. अगर आपको finance का ही basics नहीं आता, you will not be able to manage your money well. So what an entrepreneur needs to understand and learn is the basic concepts and aspects of finance. Next is teamwork and networking. Teamwork and networking is very, very important for any entrepreneur or businessman, because see, employee, as an employee, you are an individual, but when you become a startup founder, you become an entity. तो entity एक इंसान से नहीं बनती है, entity में बहुत सारे लोग होते हैं. एंटिटी में आप होंगे, आपके नीचे बहुत सारे लोग होंगे, आपके बराबर में बहुत सारे लोग होंगे, ऊपर बहुत सारे लोग होंगे. तो आपको टीम वर्क आना चाहिए. You should know your competencies and you should know and understand the strengths of your subordinate. आपको पता होना चाहिए कि मैं किस चीज में अच्छा हूँ और मेरा सबऑर्डिनेट, मेरी टीम किस चीज में अच्छी है, so that everyone should do the task that they are good at. You know, the right people with right skills at right time in right place. It is what all startup is about. So teamwork बहुत important है. Then networking. Networking is also very very important in these days, specifically for startups. Because see, startups are not self-sufficient. Startups need बहुत सारे ऐसे रिसोर्सेज हैं, जैसे फंडिंग हुआ, फंड रेजिंग एस्पेक्ट्स हैं स्टार्टअप के. तो आप इन्वेस्टर के पास जाते हैं, पैसे लेकर के आते हैं, आप हायरिंग करते हैं, फाउंडर्स ढूंढते हैं, को फाउंडर्स ढूंढते हैं. सो नेटवर्किंग इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर एनी एंटरप्रेन्योर. नेक्स्ट इज क्रिएटिविटी. Creativity is important because innovation is important, and creativity leads to innovation. Innovation leads to entrepreneurship. और एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप बिना इनोवेशन के हो ही नहीं सकती. जब तक आप कुछ नया काम नहीं कर रहे हैं या कुछ पुराना काम नए तरीके से नहीं कर रहे हैं, तब तक वो एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप नहीं है. सो फॉर एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप इनोवेशन इज इंपॉर्टेंट, एंड फॉर इनोवेशन क्रिएटिविटी इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. So an entrepreneur has to be very creative. Next is good communication skills. Good communication skills is important because you need to reach out to a lot of people. You need to communicate with them. You need to network with them. So what you need to learn is good communication skills so that you can express yourself well and, you know, sell your product in the market. Then self-confidence, other aspect, self-confidence, another personality aspect. This is important for, you know, any person for that matter, whatever he or she is pursuing. But here self-confidence is all the more important because आप startup करते हैं तो आप बहुत risk लेते हैं. So when you take a risk, you should be confident about your own ability, your own skills, and you should believe in your idea that you're pursuing. That's why self-confidence is important. Risk-taking ability, higher risk appetite is very, very important. Then along with this, developing your core technical competencies. So you, for example, all of you are engineers. आप engineering एक particular subject में, एक particular area में करेंगे, उसके बाद then you choose what you're good at. You would realize कि okay, इतने बड़े, suppose mechanical engineering में भी my interest lies here, and this is what I'm best at. That is your core competency. You should develop that core competency. You should develop skills around that core competency. And if you wish to be an entrepreneur, choose that core competency as something that you would pursue through entrepreneurship. आप अपना startup उस particular competency का area में start कर सकते हैं. So these are some of the skills which are very, very important for any entrepreneur. अब वो आप खुद से सीखें या आप higher education में skill based higher education से सीखें. Now, what options are available for higher education? Now you're engineers, you'll be moving out and pursuing post-grad or post-grad degree courses, post-grad diploma courses, maybe certificate courses, all of those things. You really need to understand कि entrepreneurship में क्या-क्या options available हैं, क्या-क्या entrepreneurship में कर सकते हैं. First is diploma courses in entrepreneurship. There are a lot of universities and institutes offering diploma courses in entrepreneurship on number of aspects. Entrepreneurship एक बहुत ही बड़ा concept है और उसके अलग-अलग aspects पे बहुत सारे institutes and universities हैं जिन्होंने अपने diploma courses बनाए हुए हैं. And these diploma courses, all of them are skill-based diploma courses. Next is certificate course in women entrepreneurship or normal entrepreneurship. You know, why women entrepreneurship? Because it is also government's agenda to promote women entrepreneurs. So there are a lot of enterprises and institutes which have developed fellowship programs to promote women entrepreneurship. जैसे Facebook का ही है, She Leads Tech. बहुत सारे ऐसे अलग-अलग हैं. These are all fellowship programs which you can think of joining. Next is certificate in entrepreneurship management. Entrepreneurship is one thing. Entrepreneurship management is a smaller concept of entrepreneurship. तो बहुत सारे certificate courses entrepreneurship management में भी available हैं. Next is post graduate diploma in entrepreneurial management. तो आप या तो certificate course choose कर सकते हैं या आप post graduate diploma course choose कर सकते हैं. Then post graduate diploma in entrepreneurship. अभी हमने पढ़ा post graduate diploma in entrepreneurship management. Now this is postgraduate diploma in core entrepreneurship. This diploma particularly will cover number of aspects related to entrepreneurship, where entrepreneurship management would be one part, though it will not focus on entrepreneurship management. Next is MA in social entrepreneurship. Nowadays, social enterprises are coming up really fast. पहले जो NGO मॉडल्स होता था, ये NGO मॉडल अब they are being transitioned into social impact enterprises. And why just NGOs? Lot of other social enterprises are also coming up. तो if you are social impact enthusiast, आपको लगता है आपको सोसाइटी के लिए कुछ contribute करना है, आपको social entrepreneurship pursue करनी है, so there is MA in social entrepreneurship also available. Next is Master in Business Administration in Entrepreneurship. So there are a number of universities and institutes which are also offering MBA in entrepreneurship. Then Masters of Business Administration and Family Business in Entrepreneurship. This is another aspect because there are a lot of people who belong to business class family. तो उनका agenda होता है या उनका understanding होता है कि हमें family business संभालना है, but we really need to understand the aspects of business. तो ये specifically उन लोगों के लिए है जिनको family business join करना है. So there are MBAs or master courses available in family business and entrepreneurship. So if you would want to join a family business, you can also go ahead and join this course. इसके बाद में हमने अभी तक पढ़ा कि कौन-कौन से courses available हैं entrepreneurship में. Now what we really need to understand is कि ये courses करने के बाद में what roles at what roles we can join some enterprise or have our own enterprise. हम क्या काम करेंगे, किस roles में काम करेंगे. So first is startup founder. You can have your own startup. You can be a founder of your own startup. You can found your own startup. In simple terms, आप खुद अपना कोई startup चालू कर सकते हैं. Small business owners and micro business owners. So you can also have your smaller enterprises, manufacturing sector में, services sector में, or you can also have your rather a smaller version of small business enterprises, which are also called micro business enterprises. These are typically trading firms and businesses. तो आप ये कर सकते हैं. You can become freelancers and business consultants. Lot of enterprises, universities require business consultants. Lot of businesses are also looking for business consultancy these days. So you can opt to be a freelancer into business consultancy. Next is business reporters. this media and journalism is also a very upcoming field, and they require experts from specific domains. So if you understand business, you can also join any of these firms as business reporters. Next is fundraisers and development officers. Now अभी हमने पढ़ा और समझा कि कोई भी स्टार्टअप को फंड रेजिंग की बहुत जरूरत होती है. फंड रेजिंग इज अ वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट. और सिर्फ स्टार्टअप्स के लिए ही नहीं, दूसरे बहुत तरीके के एंटरप्राइजेस हैं. जैसे मैंने सोशल इम्पैक्ट एंटरप्राइजेस का बात करा. सोशल इम्पैक्ट एंटरप्राइजेस ऑल्सो रिक्वायर्स फंड रेजिंग. So fundraising is a very, very important aspect of any enterprise. So you can join any enterprise as a fundraiser. Next is managers. So manager is typically an entrepreneurship role. अभी हम आगे समझेंगे what is an entrepreneur and what is an intrapreneur. But you can join various organizations as managers also. Next is fund managers. Fund managers and venture capitalists. It is important because क्योंकि startups बढ़ रहे हैं, तो स्टार्टअप्स में इन्वेस्ट करने वाले पैसा बढ़ रहा है और इन्वेस्ट करने वाले लोग भी बढ़ रहे हैं. सो देयर आर स्पेसिफिक ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस जिन्हें हम इक्विटी फंड बोलते हैं या जिन्हें हम वेंचर कैपिटल फंड्स बोलते हैं. These funds are specifically meant to be invested into particular startups. वो सेक्टर भी हो सकता है, सेक्टर स्पेसिफिक हो सकते हैं, सेक्टर एग्नोस्टिक हो सकते हैं. So they require fund managers. So if you've done this, you can also become a fund manager. Next is equity analysts. जो मैंने equity investments बोले, आजकल जो कोई भी investors हैं equity invest करते हैं, पैसे invest करते हैं आपके startup में against an equity, against becoming the shareholder in your enterprise. तो उसके पीछे lot of analysis is required, and it's a very very highly paid job rather. So if you can also choose to become equity analysts. Then teaching and research. Teaching and research of course is very important because आजकल बहुत सारे universities में entrepreneurship electives आ रहे हैं. Lot of universities are offering specific courses in entrepreneurship. So this, and also entrepreneurship research is fairly an underserved and under-researched area. So there is lot of scope for new research here. So anyways, teaching and research is again a great option. Now that we've understood कि क्या क्या skills required हैं, आपको हायर एजुकेशन जो भी अपॉर्चुनिटी आपको मिले, आप कोई भी हायर एजुकेशन कोर्स करें तो क्या क्या स्किल्स आपको सीखनी चाहिए, और जब आप ये कर लेते हैं तो आप क्या क्या रोल्स में काम कर सकते हैं, क्या क्या जॉब्स देख सकते हैं, नहीं तो कैसे आप अपना एंटरप्राइज खुद चालू कर सकते हैं. Also, when I said entrepreneurship and intrapreneurship, entrepreneurship वो है जब आप खुद अपने बिजनेस में काम करें, आप खुद एक अपना स्टार्टअप बनाएं. That time you will be called as an entrepreneur. बट आजकल इंट्राप्रेन्योर भी बहुत सारे लोग होते हैं. इंट्राप्रेन्योर वो मतलब है कि एक बड़ा ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, उन्होंने अपना एक पर्टिकुलर स्ट्रीम बनाया, एक पर्टिकुलर एरिया बनाया जहाँ पे रिसोर्सेज एलोकेट करे, and they are taking care of that specific area as a special enterprise. वहां पे हो सकता है वो स्टार्टअप्स में इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हो उस पर्टिकुलर स्पेशल पर्पस व्हीकल के थ्रू जो उन्होंने अलग से बनाया है, या हो सकता है एक नया इनोवेशन में इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हो, कोई नया इनोवेटिव प्रोडक्ट्स बना रहे हो. तो जो लोग इस पर्टिकुलर इनोवेशन लेड एस्पेक्ट्स में काम करते हैं एंटरप्राइज के, उनको इंट्राप्रेन्योर्स बोलते हैं. वो खुद का एंटरप्राइज नहीं है उनका, वो एक बड़े ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में या किसी और के ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में ही काम करते हैं, बट दे वर्क प्योरली एज एन एंटरप्रेन्योर. जो स्किल्स रिक्वायर्ड है वहां पर काम करने की, वो एक एंटरप्रेन्योर वाली स्किल्स चाहिए, तो इसलिए उन्हें इंट्राप्रेन्योर बोलते हैं. नेक्स्ट इज कि क्या क्या ऑप्शंस आपके पास अवेलेबल हैं, कौन कौन से इंस्टीट्यूट्स हैं जहां से आप हायर एजुकेशन परस्यू कर सकते हैं, जहां से आप डिप्लोमा कोर्सेज कर सकते हैं, डिग्री कोर्सेज कर सकते हैं, या सिर्फ स्किल बेस्ड कोर्सेज भी कर सकते हैं विच आर लाइक फेयरली शॉर्टर कोर्सेज. सबसे पहले है EDII, जिसे कहते हैं एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप डेवलपमेंट इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ इंडिया. It is an institute based out of Ahmedabad, Gujarat. तो EDII जो है, it is specifically for entrepreneurship studies and it is India's one of the best institutes for entrepreneurship study. वहाँ पे उनके काफी सारे कोर्सेज होते हैं, जो उनके दो बेस्ट कोर्सेज हैं वो PGDM है, PGDM in entrepreneurship and second is PGDM in innovation, entrepreneurship and venture development. तो ये दो कोर्सेज वहाँ के फ्लैगशिप कोर्सेज हैं. इसके अलावा PhD और डिप्लोमा कोर्सेज बहुत सारे होते हैं, बट दीज आर टू फ्लैगशिप PGDM कोर्सेज. और आप MBA कर सकते हैं इन दो डोमेन में EDII से. EDII का MBA is one of the highly rated MBAs in India in entrepreneurship. Next is IIM Bangalore. IIM Bangalore में भी एक दो कोर्सेज हैं, एक तो सोशल प्रोग्राम है उनका और एक इनोवेशन एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप कोर्स है. इट इज ऑल्सो अ शॉर्ट डिप्लोमा कोर्स जो IIM Bangalore ऑफर करता है एस्पायरिंग एंटरप्रेन्योर्स को या जो एग्जिस्टिंग एंटरप्रेन्योर्स हैं उनको. नेक्स्ट इज IIM Ahmedabad. अगेन IIM Ahmedabad का भी एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप बेस्ड डिप्लोमा कोर्सेज है, हालांकि कोई PGDM नहीं है वहां पर. Likewise, IIM Bangalore में भी PGDM नहीं है, but they offer really good diploma courses in entrepreneurship. Next is IIM Indore. IIM Indore also has diploma courses and certificate courses in entrepreneurship. These are also skill-based courses जो आप pursue कर सकते हैं. Next is XLRI. XLRI again is a very good MBA institute in the country. It also offers डिप्लोमा कोर्स इन एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप एंड इनोवेशन. इसके अलावा एक बहुत ही अच्छा कॉन्सेप्ट है फेलोशिप्स का. हायर एजुकेशन इज मोर अबाउट, ये जितने भी कोर्सेज हैं दे आर मोर अबाउट थियोरेटिकल एस्पेक्ट्स ऑफ एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप. यहाँ पे जो फील्ड एक्सपोजर है, जो एक्सपोजर टू प्रैक्टिकल एस्पेक्ट्स है, वो थोड़ा लिमिटेड होता है. बट इफ यू रियली वांट टू वर्क एट अ ग्रास रूट लेवल एंड रियली वांट टू अंडरस्टैंड कि यहाँ पर हमारे देश में चीजें कैसे होती हैं, काम कैसे होता है, ग्राउंड लेवल पे हम लोग कैसे अपने टारगेट्स को फुलफिल करते हैं, देन देयर आर नंबर ऑफ फेलोशिप्स दैट यू कैन जॉइन. So this is another very interesting thing that you can take up after your engineering course. First is Jagriti Yatra. I myself am a Jagriti Yatri and it's one of the best courses, best exposure available to any aspiring entrepreneur. It is very interesting fellowship. इसके अंदर ये 30-40 days का प्रोग्राम होता है, जिसके अंदर जो सिलेक्टेड कैंडिडेट्स हैं, बहुत सारे लोग अप्लाई करते हैं और ये लोग कुछ पर्टिकुलर नंबर ऑफ कैंडिडेट्स को सिलेक्ट करते हैं. देन दे हैव नंबर ऑफ स्कॉलरशिप्स आल्सो. फुली पेड कोर्स होते हैं, कुछ हाफ स्कॉलरशिप बेस्ड होते हैं, कुछ फुल स्कॉलरशिप पे कराते हैं. एंड इट्स अ वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग कॉन्सेप्ट. ये आपको ट्रेन से पूरे इंडिया में अलग अलग जगह पे लेकर के जाते हैं. ऑल ऑफ द जागृति यात्रीज ट्रैवल टुगेदर and they give you an opportunity to meet number of entrepreneurs throughout India, from far east to far west, from far north to far south. हर जगह आप ट्रेन से ट्रैवल करते हैं. इट्स अ 30-40 day थिंग. और मेजर एरियाज जहाँ पे वेल एस्टैब्लिश्ड एंटरप्रेन्योर्स हैं या इंस्पायरिंग स्टोरीज हैं, तो ये आपको ड्यूरिंग दैट जर्नी आपको नंबर ऑफ एंटरप्रेन्योर से मिलवाते हैं, आपको बताते हैं कि उनसे आपको सीखने मिलता है कि बिजनेस कैसे कर सकते हैं, कैसे ग्रो करते हैं. यू सी लॉट ऑफ एंटरप्राइजेस. सो यू कैन ऑल्सो अप्लाई फॉर जागृति यात्रा. Next is India Fellow Social Leadership Program. Again, I myself am a India Fellow and have been selected for this fellowship. ये भी एक बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग कॉन्सेप्ट है. यहाँ पे आपका पढ़ाई वाला हायर एजुकेशन नहीं है. यहाँ पे आपको ग्रास रूट लेवल पे जाकर के पीपल हु लाई एट द बॉटम ऑफ द पिरामिड, उनके साथ में काम करना होता है. यू वर्क विद लॉट ऑफ NGOs, यू वर्क विद लॉट ऑफ सोशल इम्पैक्ट एंटरप्राइजेज. ये 18 months का कोर्स है, जहाँ पे आपको बहुत सारे रूरल एरियाज में भी जाना होता है और वहां पे ग्रास रूट पे जाकर के काम करना पड़ता है. एंड यू आर द इंचार्ज यू ऑफ योर ओन प्रोजेक्ट, यू लीड योर प्रोजेक्ट. सो ऑटोमेटिकली इट डेवलप्स एन एंटरप्रेन्योरल स्किल्स इन यू. The next is Gandhi Fellowship. Gandhi Fellowship again is a very interesting concept. Gandhi Fellowship, Teach India Fellowship, ये सारी फेलोशिप हैं. अगर किसी को एजुकेशन डोमेन में अपना करियर बनाना है, अगर किसी को एजुकेशन एंटरप्रेन्योर बनना है, So you understand the various aspects of education, major gap areas and the major problems in education domain, and then you can come up with your own products and solutions around it. Then there is LAMP Fellowship, which is Legislative Assistant to Member of Parliament. It is again one of the very highly coveted fellowship in India, one of the best fellowships available rather, and it is highly competitive also. लैम्प फेलोशिप में आप जब अप्लाई करते हैं तो यू गेट एंड इफ यू आर सिलेक्टेड यू गेट अटैच टू वन मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट. एक एमपी के साथ में आपको अटैच करते हैं और उनके साथ में आप एक या दो प्रोजेक्ट्स लीड करते हैं एंड यू अंडरस्टैंड द इम्प्लीमेंटेशन ऑफ गवर्नमेंट पॉलिसीज एट अ ग्रास रूट लेवल. और वो भी प्रोजेक्ट आपको इंडिपेंडेंटली लीड करना होता है. सो यू लर्न लॉट ऑफ स्किल्स. अगेन वी आर कमिंग बैक टू द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ स्किल बेस्ड लर्निंग. तो जब आप इंडिपेंडेंटली कोई प्रोजेक्ट लीड करते हैं यू बिकम रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर इट्स सक्सेस एंड फेलियर. दिस इज व्हाट एन एंटरप्रेन्योर इज ऑल अबाउट. जब आप 4 साल बाद बिजनेस करेंगे तो भी यू विल बी The next is Innovation Fellow by Wadhwani Institute for Artificial Intelligence. This is again a very interesting fellowship, specifically for those who are interested in artificial intelligence, machine learning, and want to create and build their career around that. So you can also go for Innovation Fellowship by Wadhwani Foundation. Next is Ashoka Fellowship. Ashoka Fellowship is more about they give you an understanding of various social aspects of our society, our culture. They give you an understanding of how Indian culture looks like, and then you are given a particular project to work on. So again, it enhances your skills. Next is International Innovation Corps by University of Chicago. It is again an international fellowship. आप इसके इंडिया प्रोग्राम में अप्लाई कर सकते हैं and again they attach you with lot of enterprises and you independently work for these projects. Then next is 10,000 Women Initiative by Goldman Sachs in association with NSRCell IIM Bangalore. Goldman Sachs एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, वो एक फेलोशिप करता है 10,000 women के नाम से in association with IIM Ahmedabad. IIM Ahmedabad में एक स्टार्टअप इंक्यूबेटर है. इंक्यूबेटर वो होते हैं स्टार्टअप इंक्यूबेटर्स जो स्टार्टअप्स को सपोर्ट करते हैं, उनको हैंड होल्डिंग सपोर्ट प्रोवाइड करते हैं. तो NSRCell IIM बैंगलोर में एक स्टार्टअप इंक्यूबेटर है, उसके साथ मिलकर के ये 10,000 women का एक प्रोग्राम रन होता है. इस प्रोग्राम का नाम ही है 10,000 women by Goldman Sachs. और यहाँ पे जो भी एस्पायरिंग women एंटरप्रेन्योर्स हैं वो अप्लाई कर सकती हैं एंड दे कैन बी अ पार्ट ऑफ द कोहोर्ट एंड दे कैन इट्स अ रेजिडेंस प्रोग्राम. आपको IIM बैंगलोर में रहना होता है एंड दे गिव यू एन अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ कोर एस्पेक्ट्स ऑफ बिजनेस. देन नेक्स्ट इज IIM Mavericks by CI.co IIM Ahmedabad. So I have been working with IIM Ahmedabad, CI.co, and this is one of our programs called IIM Mavericks. ये भी again it's a very interesting program. यहाँ पे CI.co एक स्टार्टअप एक्सेलरेटर है जो स्टार्टअप्स को सपोर्ट करता है. जरूरी नहीं है IIM अहमदाबाद के स्टूडेंट्स की स्टार्टअप्स हो, पूरे इंडिया में कहीं की भी स्टार्टअप हो सकती है. तो वो आपको हैंड होल्डिंग सपोर्ट प्रोवाइड करते हैं, आपको रिसोर्सेज देते हैं, आपको जगह देते हैं काम करने की, कोवर्किंग स्पेस जिसे हम बोलते हैं. सो CI.co is India's best accelerator for that matter. और उनका ये प्रोग्राम है IIM Mavericks. उसके अंदर आप लोग जो भी स्टूडेंट्स हैं they can take a year off. अगर उनका MBA पूरा हो रहा है इस साल तो वो चूज कर सकते हैं इस साल प्लेसमेंट में नहीं बैठने का और इस साल अपने स्टार्टअप पे काम करने का. तो ड्यूरिंग दिस पीरियड ऑफ 1 year IIM अहमदाबाद उनको सैलरी देगा, उनको इनोवेशन अलाउंस देगा, जगह देगा काम करने का और हैंड होल्डिंग सपोर्ट प्रोवाइड करेगा. Basis they succeed or fail, they can go ahead. If they succeed, they can start doing what they're doing, they can start working on their enterprise. But in case they fail and they don't want to continue, so they are given an opportunity कि वो अगले साल placement में बैठ जाएं. So this is a very good arrangement that IIM Ahmedabad has made for this IIM Mavericks program. This is again an opportunity for you to see if you really want to be an entrepreneur. Then there are a lot of skill-based certificate and diploma courses which are internationally recognized. First is Harvard Business School, HBX बोल करके एक online certificate course होता है, आप वो कर सकते हैं. Then you can pursue few courses from Babson College. Babson College is world's best college university for entrepreneurship studies. और अगर किसी को entrepreneurship में कुछ pursue करना है, Babson is the best place to study from. So you can see number of courses from Babson. जैसे Babson का एक बहुत ही अच्छा course है Financial Analysis for Decision Making by Babson Online. तो आप Babson College के ये courses कर सकते हैं. Then एक Berkeley University है, उसके online courses होते हैं, तो उसका एक बहुत अच्छा course है Creativity and Entrepreneurship from Berkeley Online. तो ये भी स्किल बेस्ड कोर्स है. इफ यू वांट टू एनहांस योर क्रिएटिविटी स्किल्स एंड अंडरस्टैंड द कॉन्सेप्ट्स ऑफ एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप, you can join this Berkeley online course. Then there is another program by MIT US. So becoming an entrepreneur from MIT launch is again another very interesting program. Then बहुत सारे openware courses होते हैं. So MIT का एक और openware course है Building and Leading Effective Teams from MIT ओपनवेयर कोर्स. तो आजकल ओपनवेयर कोर्सेज भी बहुत सारे हो रहे हैं जहाँ पे यूनिवर्सिटी ने अपने ओपन लाइब्रेरीज काइंड ऑफ बनाई हुई है. यू कैन गो एंड एक्सेस देयर ओपनवेयर कोर्सेज. देन द एसेंशियल गाइड टू एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप बाय गाय कोवस्की. गाय कोवस्की इज अ फेमस एंटरप्रेन्योर एंड इन्वेस्टर. ये उनका खुद का कोर्स है, उनका खुद का डिजाइन किया हुआ कोर्स है. दिस इज अगेन अ स्किल बेस्ड कोर्स. यू कैन चूज टू डू दिस. Then introduction to web development, HTML, ऐसे बहुत सारे short term courses होते हैं जिससे आप अपनी technical skills को enhance कर सकते हैं. जैसे एक ये हुआ web management का, दूसरा है branding का, content का by Ohio State University. तो ये creativity वाले, content production वाले, branding based, UI, UX, HTML, ये सारे जितने भी टेक्निकल कोर्सेज हैं वो हमारी कोर कॉम्पिटेंसीज को एनहांस करने के लिए होते हैं. These are also offered by Lurich universities. Then another program is Private Equity and Venture Capital from Bocconi University. That is again a very famous course. Then Financial Engineering and Risk Management Part 1 from Columbia University. Columbia University का ये core management का course है. This is also something that you can pursue. Next is there is a concept of startup school. So there is a course of startup school by Y Combinator. Y Combinator is world's best accelerator, startup accelerator. Startup accelerator वही होते हैं जो मैंने आपको CI.co और NSR सलाम अहमदाबाद के रिस्पेक्ट में समझाया. Startup accelerator का मेन एजेंडा काम यही है कि वो स्टार्टअप्स को सपोर्ट करें, हैंड होल्ड करें, फंडिंग प्रोवाइड करें, नेटवर्किंग में हेल्प करें. यू नो इट्स एन ऑल राउंड सपोर्ट दैट दे प्रोवाइड टू स्टार्टअप्स. तो अगर आपको अपना स्टार्टअप चालू करना है, यू कैन रियली चूज टू गो टू दीज इंक्यूबेटर्स एंड एक्सेलरेटर्स. आप वहां जाकर के यू कैन बी अ पार्ट ऑफ दिस इंक्यूबेटर एंड दिल कॉल यू इंक्यूबिटी. और अगर आपने थोड़ा सा काम कर लिया है अपने स्टार्टअप पे, आप रेवेन्यू जनरेट करने के स्टेज में आ गए हैं, तो आप एक्सेलरेटर के पास भी जा सकते हैं. तो जैसे वाई कॉम्बिनेटर एक एक्सेलरेटर है, वर्ल्ड्स बेस्ट एक्सेलरेटर. उनका एक कोर्स है स्टार्टअप क्लासेस. तो आप ये स्टार्टअप स्कूल, स्टार्टअप क्लासेस भी ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं वाई कॉम्बिनेटर का, टू एनहांस योर स्किल्स इन एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप. So this is much about the courses available. These are entirely skill-based courses. Now that I'll be closing this session with a note that all these courses that we've been discussing, और हमने जितना भी हायर एजुकेशन एंड एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप के बारे में बात करा, हमारा एजेंडा इसके पीछे यही था कि आप लोगों को ये समझ में आए कि हम लोग स्किल बेस्ड कोर्सेज की बात कर रहे हैं. स्किल बेस्ड कोर्सेज इज व्हाट इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट दीज डेज. डिग्री इतना इम्पोर्टेंट नहीं है जितना स्किल इम्पोर्टेंट है. सो दीज ऑल आर स्किल बेस्ड कोर्सेज विच यू कैन परस्यू एंड हायर डिप्लोमा डिग्री कोर्सेज है ये. यू कैन ऑल्सो परस्यू दीज कोर्सेज जो इंडिया वाले कुछ कोर्सेज हैं, PGDM कोर्सेज एंड ऑल. and you can enhance your creativity and you can enhance your entrepreneurship skills. There are certain books also which I really wanted to share, but I am really constrained because I'm not able to share my screen. इसीलिए मैंने ये courses भी मैं आपको नहीं दिखा पा रही हूँ. I have to go it and read one by one. Also, there are certain books जो आप लोग पढ़ सकते हैं. Books such as Stay Hungry, Stay Foolish, The Dhando Investor, The 48-Hour Startup, Crushing It, The Third Door, Brand Seduction, Unconscious Branding, Founders at Work, The 4-Hour Work Week, The FIRE Starter Sessions, The $100 Startup, Finding Your Way in a Wild New World, The Lean Startup, Entrepreneur, A Beginner's Guide to Entrepreneurship, Think Like an Entrepreneur, Act Like a CEO, the FinTech books, the business book, Big Ideas. These are certain books which are some of the best books available for aspiring entrepreneurs. I mean, these are some of my favorite books which I read again and again. और this is one of the best books जो आप पढ़ सकते हैं अगर आप अपना startup start करना चाहते हैं, अगर आप entrepreneur बनना चाहते हैं, अगर आप अपना you want to become a founder of your startup. These are certain books which you can read. Also, you can go to my LinkedIn and check these books. I have shared the links of these books also on my LinkedIn. That's pretty much about this. If you have any questions or queries, we can go through them one by one.
To the participants, please, any doubts, any query, because Madam has very well what is the traditional methods of business, what are the new entrepreneurship or startup. She has very well covered various steps important on the part of successful entrepreneurs, and entrepreneurship is, of course, is the creation of an idea, nurturing that idea, developing that idea, and find the viability of that idea. For finding the viability of idea, there are many techniques, many methods are involved, and then finally taking actions on the idea that you have conceived it. Also covers various qualifications which are skill-based, which can improve the skills who wants to be a prospective entrepreneurs, and various courses which are available outside the countries where one can develop the necessary skills required to set up the various books. He has also referred various books which are available where you as an entrepreneur, you want to be a tomorrow's entrepreneur, you can go through it. There are many certificates, diploma courses, degree courses for all these things. So please, if any because covered this topic so well, I don't find any of the participant is finding any query subject. In very simple words, you have covered many aspects of and this is the time, today's time demands that we should be more job creators than to depend on private or government jobs. Why don't you create your own job? Be self-reliant, be self-dependent. That is the demand of today's context. Any query is from the participant. Wait for a minute or so. In the meantime, Madam, you stay with us in form of some appreciation awarded to you.
Awesome.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Sort of, I mean, respect to you for doing a very valuable sessions.
Thanks a lot.
This is a certificate of appreciation from Shankara Institute of Technology.
Thank you so much.
Remember each other for the coming days. Our association remains for a long time. Madam, now we close this session and instruction to the participants that tomorrow
Excuse me,
again will be
Rathi sir,
the session will be there.
take 1 minute.
Sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Rathi sir, just
We are
I would like to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Really, madam, it was a very fruitful session, and we all are thankful to you. You have given this to RTO and Shankara Group of Institution. All participants were listening you in a way. You can see the number of participants. They continued what they started, and till last they are continuing. It shows your quality of lecture and quality regarding yeah, it's very badly needed in today's situation, because we are crying, our youths are crying for job, but we will have for job provider, and it's only one solution, that is through entrepreneurship. So very rightly you have chosen this subject, and the way encouraging our youth, students, faculties, it's very important. And Shankara feel proud to have and in the morning also there was a very vast experience holder, an IAS officer, is additional secretary Sri Hukum Singh Ji, who delivered. And in next session you are here. I heard a lot for you, and even through BTU, every participant were appreciating very high words. And today I am witness. Hope that in future also you will be conveying your past experience and knowledge to our participant whenever we have this type of occasion, and we are inviting you to deliver this type of on future also. We are hosting a global hackathon where participant will be from different part of the country and different part of the world also. So we feel proud and we feel honored to invite you as a judge for this event that will be on 19th and 28th March. And this session workshop for a student we are having on management. So it's a very correlated subject between management and entrepreneurship. We are starting in collaboration with RTU Kota and AICT, Ministry of HRT, Government of on 8th of March. So I'm inviting you, kindly accept our invitation, and 19th and 20th March, certainly we are expecting you. Your vast experience and knowledge will help a lot. Once again, thank you very much for giving this much time to all of our participants. Once again, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to be here and be a part of this renowned, very renowned institution. And of course, SK Kumar sir has been very kind to give me the slot to present my views. He himself is such a great entrepreneur and a renowned educationalist. So it's my good fortune that I'm being a part of this institute, and I really look forward to being and doing more sessions with Shankara. Thank you so much, sir, and thank you everyone from the institute and students for having patient ears with me. Thank you so much, sir.
Thanks, madam. So, yes.
Thank you.
To the participants, tomorrow again we'll having a session at 10 o'clock. Please be on the systems, on your systems. Thank you very much for your presence today. Thanks to all.